Pulls me down, and then she bleeds me dry. The give and take, night after night. The sweetest sanguine lullaby. Sing me to sleep tonight. I can feel it in her bite. There's something just a little more than ecstasy beneath those pretty little eyes. But she's my only type, from her fingers to her cheekbones, taking me to places only she knows. Look in the mirror, I see something unfamiliar. Caught by her glamour, this angel looks like a killer. Sex like a saga, we haven't slept in 3 nights. Yeah, that's her game, she makes me wait until the sun goes down. And then she bleeds me dry, the give and take, night after night. The sweetest sanguine lullaby, sing me to sleep tonight. I can feel it in her bite. There's something just a little more than ecstasy beneath those pretty little eyes. But she's my only type, from her fingers to her cheekbones, taking me to places only she knows. Come on, Fluffers, bounce with me. Come on. Feel you tracing down my spine. Your fingertips are cold as ice. Never ending sacrifice. In ritual, it's paradise. I can feel it in her bite. There's something just a little more than ecstasy beneath those pretty little eyes. But she's my only type, from her fingers to her cheekbones, taking me to places only she knows. Did you know that apparently singing is a good way to increase your personal dopamine? Did you? Did you know that, Fluffers? I don't think you did. Well, now you do. Because that was something that was definitely needed. Well, Fluffers, I hope you're having a good Sunday. I know I am in the trenches today. If anybody is looking for how I'm doing, it's in the trenches. It's in the trenches, but it's okay. We'll make it through. We'll climb our way out to the other side. Hi, Nihilus. Enjoy your tea. Speedy, hi. Yes, for anybody who didn't notice, by the way, it turned on your watch streaks again, so you have another button to push. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Loki. No, no, don't. That doesn't mean go to the throne, Loki. You don't have to be monetarily nice to me. No. Have you tried licking things? You know, the one thing I didn't have today was a popsicle. I should have had a peach popsicle today to make myself feel better, but I was not in the mood for anything super cold. I went downstairs earlier and I was like, Rat, can you make me a grilled cheese? Sunreal Winnie Pigs? I would love Winnie Pigs. I always love Winnie Pigs. But what you sent me earlier, which I'm keeping my lips sealed about, was also good. Yeah, no, peach popsicle. Oh my god, peach popsicles are so good. Thank you. Thank you, Rayla. What did I just say? You do not have to contribute monetarily to make me feel better. Thank you. The greenhouse gets very warm and the water goes boof, so I have to set up an automatic watering system for it so that I don't forget, even though I have like those water tray thingies that like it sits underneath it. Something but thrown. Thank you, Regula. Thank you. Oh, hi HK. Also, thank you HK for the thing that HK worked on recently for me. That you guys will see soon. It's gonna be a few days before I put it out because I have to rearrange my posting schedule to put it up. Hi, Hippo. Hello. Enjoy or thank you for depositing your Fae funds. Did that not go off? That didn't go off. I don't think I had that on. Chili! Thank you for the tier 3 resub. Wait, who did? Loki. Loki. Loki! Thank you. Hold on, Dragon. Let me at least read that out loud for you, okay, bud? Rhiow, you are the best queen in the wilds we could ask for and have raised a great community. Rhiow's bad brain, stop it. The weird thing is it's not even about content. Usually, like, my ancient enemy, for remember, we no longer call them brainworms. We call them ancient enemy. Loki, again, thank you. Thank you. My ancient enemy was not about that today. It wasn't about content creation. I've been feeling pretty okay about content creation lately. I mean, I'm not at where I want to be, but some things are working, so that's good. No, no, worms is not a banned term. No, it's just it's funnier to call it your ancient enemy. Can I borrow the bed breeder break for a second? I said it there. Yeah, there's a graphic novel dungeon crawler called Tale. I tried to add the actual books, and Throne kept saying that they're not available currently, and I was like, I guess I'm just gonna go buy those in person at some point, and I'll just actually, like, touch and feel the books, because usually I'm a Kindle girly, because it actually physically hurts me to hold a book for too long. Like, my thumb doesn't have enough padding on it, and so it actually hurts. So I forever ago swapped to being a Kindle girly. So, but I wanna like have the actual like physical books for those. So, what Kindle you got? Just a little baby paperweight. Oh no, is the TTS
Be
gonna
nice
work?
to you or you cry. Okay. Rhiow is the sweetest bean, always supportive of her friends and a kind-hearted soul. She deserves all the success in the world, and I'm truly honored to be her friend.
Thank you, Baker. Yeah, they are on Kindle Unlimited, Ferris. But I wanna like have like the physical version because you know it actually kind of makes sense given what the books are about. You know, anti-capitalism and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of want to have the physical version rather than the digital version that Amazon could delete at any point. No, the TMI, my period started today, and I guess I've been going through it for a while, but then, so all right, here we go, guys. We're gonna have a talk for a moment, okay? Can I have a talk with you guys for a minute? Is that okay? Can I have a real life talk with you guys? I can come lick the book. Yes, you can come lick the books. Is it okay? I'm just making sure. Okay. Okay. Nope, muting. Okay. Bye, Chili. All right, this is important enough that I'm even gonna pause the music so I don't get distracted by it by myself. So some of you may have seen the TikTok a little while ago where I talked about being poly, but also suspecting I might be ace of some degree. I already do identify as definitely being demi, which is part of the ace spectrum, but I also had been in a point where I was starting to wonder if I might be ace. And I don't know what happened, but today my TikTok math, the algorithm, I can never say that word properly. Don't correct me on it. It's funnier when I say it wrong. Started showing me content from asexual creators and I even shared a couple of them in the Tasteful Spice cabinet. Like one was like, "You may be ace if you have never identified with any of these things," and I'm like, "Oh." But one of the things that kind of hit me hard was the second one that I showed. That was where and I talked about it very, very briefly in that short about being poly and potentially being ace, was the fact that, I had wondered I've begun to wonder if there was, like, if there was such a thing as, faking it because you're kind of expected to, especially if you're kind of, autistic, and that being a masking thing, and, yeah, apparently there's a whole term for it, and it happens a lot to queer people, specifically, like, let's just throw an example out there, a gay man having sex with a woman because he thinks it's expected of him, and then he realizes that he doesn't actually like it, and he actually finds out that he likes guys instead, and that sort of thing. Apparently, that can actually definitely happen with asexuals, and it's a lot more common than you think because asexualism is, and I don't even know if that's the right term for it, is still considered a mental health disorder according to the World Health Organization. Yeah. So, and it came out, and this is the fact that hit me kinda hard from one of the things I didn't share, that, asexuals are, like, about 15% or 20% or something like that more likely to go through what they call, conversion, essays. Which is kind of what I experienced in my previous marriage, so it just set off a whole bunch of, mental, dominoes there, and I've been going through my feels today. So, we're not gonna play Gecko Gods today. We're gonna be playing, a cozy, visual novel that I found, a demo of it. So, yeah, yeah, it's been a day. I told Nova a little bit about it earlier. I didn't tell him that one yet because I hadn't really worked out that that was what was actually bugging me. But yeah, after I laid down and I got up, I was like, it clicked into place and I understood what I had been feeling and I was like, "Oh." And then topped it all off with having my period on the same day. So yeah. So I'm sorry for anybody that's like, hey, that's way more than I wanted to know about Rhiow Meow. But yeah, I'm going through it. I was typing an ace joke and then I slowly deleted it. I'm so sorry, Baker. Yes, period has become an exclamation point. I actually love that. That is that is unironically amusing. But no, that was my day today. And then to top it off, I tried doing a little bit of writing and I couldn't. I couldn't get the words out. So, and I've been having some issues with writing for like a couple of days now, so I think I might be having writer's block. Which is, with me trying to write a novel right now, not great. So I have to give myself a little bit of patience and grace with that and try to relax. But then I tried to take chat's advice and play a game just for me offline, and it ended up being the visual novel that I'm gonna be sharing with you anyways, because it ended up being too good to not share. I got, like, 10 minutes into it, and I was like, "No, no, I have to share this with chat. Chat's gonna love it." So, Rail is word constipated, I need a laxative. People have been very accepting, some people in that community are here. Yeah, no, people usually are very accepting about it. Um, but I've already faced some, commentary about me being poly and potentially ace. I know it's just idiots on the internet, and I don't need to pay attention to it, but it was the first time I've actually personally experienced anything like that. That was, like, specifically, directly about me being ace, and I was like, "Oh, this is new." So, that was good, that was fun. Nova, it's okay. It's okay, you can stop growling like a guard dog over there. I know you're very protective of me because you love me, but it's okay. I love you too. Chat down! Chat down! Down! Down, chat! Down! It's okay! It was just idiots on the internet. Chat, behave! No! No! Loki was already on my throne, so was Rayla! No, they don't need to go back there. No! Uh, no, 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 no. Chat. Chat. Chat, sit down. Chat. Behave. We're gonna play a cute game today. But first, I have something to show you. I have something to show you. Are you guys ready for this? Are you potentially ready for the insanity that is this? I know, some of you are gonna be like, Rhiow, why the fuck are you showing us this? I promise, it's a whole thing. Do you guys wanna watch the latest Love and Deep Space banner trailer with me? Do you wanna watch the latest Love and Deep Space banner trailer with me? Do you? I don't wanna lick it! Yeah, I share it with you. Okay? Okay. I don't think it's gonna be a banner for me, but it was definitely giving me some
I
vibes
watched it
earlier
last night
too.
and I can't pin what Caleb's movie is off of.
I think it's called Ghost. Oh no, this one's not censored. Hi, Crypty. I can't believe they cast Zane as Mr. Darcy. Yeah, Silas was Casablanca. Zane is Pride and Prejudice. This is Ghost. Which this is wild. Okay, for those of you not in the Love and D-Space fandom, why this is wild? They just got done with this character's birthday banner. And now they're making the love of his life be a fucking ghost. So those girlies are going through it. They had like the best time and now they're dead. His voice actor is never like this. He's putting on a British accent and it threw all of us. All right. Brownie points to anybody who gets this before it gets to a specific thing. Nova, you already knew. Hi, Sync. Fine, you get brownie points. What's Xavier's card? Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he looks so good. Look at wait, 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 wait. Wait, wait, wait. Ta-da! Why does one girl look like Tifa Lockhart? It's just the way they set up that main character. So the girl is always a character that you, the player, plays, and you can make her look like whatever you want. Literally making out with the air. Yeah, they do. Oh, it's my fictional husband! No! His getting Casablanca is wild. It's suiting. It's very suiting. The outfits are so on point with the characters that they're portraying too. The Bridgerton girlies have got to be going wild over Zayn stuff. So, it's also theorized that Raphael, because he's a sea god, doesn't actually die at the end of that card because, you know, he can just he's a sea god. But yeah, so that's the newest banner that's coming up on the 17th. I'm gonna pull on it, but I'm not gonna be upset if I don't get the cards. Because I'm not a major I'm not a major film buff, so it's not really up my alley. Like, not the movies don't resonate with me. I mean, yeah, I saw Titanic like 7 times when I was growing up because all of the girls in my grade were obsessed with it. And they were like, "Let's watch Titanic." And I was like, "Why? Why are we watching this again?" So yeah, that was a whole thing. Xavier's voice is so out of place. I know why the VA is doing it, but it's yeah, no, it definitely feels weird. I remember when Titanic was on VHS as well. Which one is Sayu voicing? Dude, if Sayu had actually gotten a voice in Love in Deep Space, I don't know if he would be able to endure the NDA because he'd be getting shots left and right going, "I can't tell you, I can't tell you, I can't tell you." Because the English voice actors from Love and Deep Space are under a privacy NDA. So even if we know of them, we're not supposed to know of them, sort of thing. So it was so long it needed 2 VHS. Yes, it was. It was that long. It was so freaking long. And it wasn't even like an extended edition or anything. Me being confused by romance movies growing up now makes sense now, and why I like rom-coms. I'm just there for the comedy. Yeah, yeah. I still like the romance, obviously. Like, I'm a big romance girly. But like the heavy panting and whatnot really it starts to make sense now. To some degree. Alma would drag it out of him somehow and then be upset by it. I don't know if Alma plays Love in Deep Space. I somehow feel like that's not up her alley. Honestly. I don't know why, but that just doesn't feel like her. Now, Mouse! Mouse probably plays lads and keeps it quiet. Because Mouse brought out a fucking, Otome game that was all about devils and demons, and it was instant fucking. So, oh yeah, she gets upset at him for being in all of her games, this is fair. The director hasn't made any short movies, the original Avatar was on 2 DVDs, that's also true. Freaking James Cameron, giant long-ass movies. Make it impossible to go pee, and it's always got so much water in it that you always have to pee. So yeah, so that happened last night, like, immediately after I got done with stream, I was getting pings from Raptor being like, "Rhiow, Rhiow, 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 they released the multi-banner! They released the multi-banner, what do you mean?" So I had to go watch it. I can see Mouse playing it, but I don't see her keeping it on the down low. Okay, I trust you on that. You watch your content more than I do. I catch her occasionally. Normal raptor pings then? I mean, maybe. Wait. Sayu said he'd voice in Fields of Mystery for free? Hold on, let me... Since a bunch of his friends were playing it! That's wild. That's so wild. I get so embarrassed by rom-coms. Do you get embarrassed watching them with other people, Hippo? Or do you get embarrassed just watching them, period? Because, like, I get, like... Does anybody else get that side, like, I don't even know, like, secondhand, like, embarrassment when somebody does something, like, super cringe in, like, a movie? Like, I don't watch that many movies, to be honest, but when somebody does, like, something, like, absolutely cringe, like, I just, like, bleh, bleh. Yeah, okay. Okay, at least some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, secondhand embarrassment. There we go. I know some people get it, so... And you can't watch, like, the really, like, purposefully cringy movies on purpose. That's why I have a hard time with some rom-coms or romance anime. I'm okay with those. It's the ones where they're purposely dumb and idiotic, and they do things, like, you know that they're doing things cringy on purpose. It's not just the, it's not like this sweet, like, oopsie, I fucked up a little bit and I got you the wrong chocolate or something like that. It's the really big dumb moves. PDA sounds annoy me in movies. Like the sloppy kissing sounds. I also don't like the sloppy kissing sounds. I don't mind them in Love and Deep Space, weirdly enough, because they're not like at least okay. Let me level with you guys for a second here. The Silas kissing sounds are okay. The Raphael kissing sounds are okay. Some of the other ones are kind of Yeah, they aren't exaggerated. They don't have a lot of wet noises in them, so I think it's why I don't like mainstream romance movies. That could do it. Hi, Savvy. We just watched the latest Lads banner. Yeah, sloppy kissing is kind of like on the ears. It's especially bad for anybody who doesn't like hearing people chew or eat food. So for me, yeah, that's a big thing for me. If I can hear like mouth movements from somebody, honestly, it's a big reason why I don't do a lot of Discord calls. It's why I don't hang out in a lot of Discord calls, because there's very few people that I can tolerate it from. Like, I can tolerate it from D. I can tolerate it from Nova. I can tolerate it from Rat. But they're because they're people that I hang out with quite a bit. And I hear a lot. I cannot, however, tolerate, like, the chewing sounds. And even, like, specifically, like, those 3, I have to occasionally, like, be like, "Okay, I need, like, the mesophoniona the mesophoniona, is, like, too extreme right now. I need to turn on, like, music or something so I can actually eat dinner with you, because otherwise I cannot." When I eat, my jaw clicks, so I get self-conscious when people notice. Baker, you gotta do the music trick. You gotta always have, like, music going on. Early on, it was full on no about being on call and eating. Yeah. It's also because the mic is a lot closer when you're doing that. Have a good lurk, Nova. Have good cooking. Hi, Grey Knight. So yeah, that's a big thing for me is hearing because I've had people be in voice calls and they're just full on like sloppy chomping on their fucking mics and I'm just like, "Come on, people." It's why I make sure my mics are calibrated well enough that you guys can't usually hear when I'm eating. Like, you can probably hear it, like, if I've got something in my mouth when I'm streaming, because, like, you'll hear me with, like, a piece of cheese or something in my mouth, but that's about it. Revy would execute those people? I know. I'm okay with sex, but almost always prefer a fade to black in my media when I consume, unless it helps with the story. You know, Furious, you're not alone in that. I am noticing that I more prefer a little bit more of a fade to black unless it's, story imperative. Um, I will read it, but I find myself kind of skimming the spicy scenes because a lot of the time it's like, how many times can you realistically write the way that they, insert slot A into hole B? That's what it comes down to. How many different ways can you write the word thrust? So I think I've actually gotten to a point where I have figured out that for my novel, I think it's going to be like either if there's going to be scenes like that, they're going to be fade to black, or they're gonna be like, like touchy-feely up to fade to black, or they're just not going to get to that point at all, and it's gonna be closed door. Steel wrapped in silk? There are so many people that, like, have different preferences for what they want, like, bits called in their writing that when I listen to like book reviews, like spicy book reviews and stuff, and there are some reviewers that will rip into you if you don't use just the normal like anatomy terms. There are some of them that like specifically hate certain words. Um, and if you're an author and you're like, I have to use a varied vocabulary because if I don't, it gets boring after a page and a half. Um, so that's why authors get, like creative and use like folds or heat or shaft and rod and all that stuff. So steel wrapped in velvet, that schmeenus. Are you guys going to come up with new words? Hi, Ravi. We're talking about spicy scenes in writing. Monsters, new anatomy to explore. No, no. You know why? Do you know why you can't do that? I already read this. I already read this. It doesn't work because then all they do is they talk about the tentacles. They just talk. They just replace the word dick with tentacles. That's all that happens. Every single fucking word that is supposed to be dick is now tentacle, and it's going in the place where the dick goes. That's all the Kraken book was. Did. This is great. Did. How many tentacles? Yes, it is. It's a good background track for it. I'm writing smut. I can do that. Oh no. See, that's how you start. Is you think that you can write it better. And then you get into my position where you're freaking 51,000 words in and you're on writer's block. I tend to skim any sex scenes, which unfortunately I have found some of the authors that I like the story for has me almost skipping multiple pages. Oh no, it will, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. And you have to skim it too, because there might be like something important in there that they reference back to later that like they said in the middle of, and you're like, fuck! Yes, some of the best smut is written by Ace folks. That's funny. I'm terrified to read some of the old smut I've written. What was the dinosaur game that you were playing last night? That was with D and Raptor. That was the Isle. I would just analyze what people like and experiment with it. Oh, Nero, I've got bad news for you, buddy. Everybody likes something different, and no one agrees. I'll stick to the stories in my head, that way I don't have to English. In the middle of fucking, my father's name is Dean, and he's been dead for 15 years, cut to 20 chapters later when she runs into an older man named Dean, and then ends up in bed with him. Oh, you know that's happened. Oh, that was something that I tried to post it earlier on in the library in the Discord, which by the way, if you're not a member of the Discord, what the fuck are you doing? Get in the Discord. It's pinned to the top, or you can type !Discord. I do occasionally make you say good morning, but other than that, we're fairly chill over there. Xandathar, why are you Dan, you went into mod mode. I said Discord, and you immediately !Discorded me. It's not a problem. I just found it funny. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Okay, so it wouldn't link properly earlier in the library, but let me show you guys this thing. Hold on, let me pull it up. Don't start playing. No, stop. Stop playing. Okay. Let me just show you guys this, because this is hilarious. Yeah, Zan has been Pavloved. Hold on, it's being really quiet. No, stop. Stop. It's being really quiet because it's TikTok. The whisk is upside down. Look at the whisk, guys. Look at that. The whisk is upside down. I didn't even notice it until she pointed it out. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? I think, no, it's not a double end whisk. No, the whisk is just upside down. It's not. It's AI generated. And it's also incorrect. So she saw an AI generated cover. She thought it was so dumb that she made an entire book based around the premise that she came up with in her head about, wait, what if he was actually just an alien and he didn't fucking know how to use, earth things. So, yeah. Oh, wait, here's the title. How My Fake Alien Boyfriend Learned to Cook and Saved the Family Business. That's the title of the book. Dice a fucking Yahtzee cup. Holy shit. So yeah, so that's a thing that's going on. And it's fucking hilarious. So um it's gotten me thinking that, occasionally it might not be a bad idea for me to write side fics. We'll see. It Nero most days, head empty. Pfft, your head's not that empty. I don't think you would use a whisk upside down. I think you know better than that. At least mostly. I'm pretty sure. Raptor in the background cheering me on. Shh. I told Raptor about the fic idea I had, and she was like, you should write that. And I was like, Raptor, I'm writing a novel. I can't put that aside to write a lads fanfic, okay? I have heard of Chuck Tingle. Chuck Tingle is hilarious. No, I can't. No, I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time. As it was, I was talking with Dee last night, and Dee was like, hey, Rhiow, when do you take a day off? Because I was mentioning to her last night, I was like, yeah, I have to edit on Sunday. And she was like, wait, what? When do you take a day off? And I was like, Dee, I work 7 days a week. I don't take a day off. Which is wildly funny that she's asking me when I take a day off, when she also does not take a day off. So I don't want to hear it from her. Revy, this vehicle has all terrain. Why not use train tracks for a straighter path? No! Yeah, even I have days off. Yeah, but Zand, I work 2 jobs. That's what's different. I work 2 different jobs. And one of them is 50 plus hours a week. Okay, you can take it here from us. When do you take a day off? Never. Actually, that's not true. If I cancel stream, I take a day off. If I have to cancel stream on like a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm taking that day off anyways. So quit your job, Deja Vu D 2026. Yeah, 50 plus hours a week on my day job, 18 plus hours a week on streaming, plus everything else I have to do for streaming, and content creation because it's not just streaming. And then the rest of the time is used sleeping, taking care of the animals, taking care of the house, and writing. And 4 hours a week on Thursdays for D&D. I might be like when people ask me like, "Rhea, what do you do? What do you do with your time?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like nobody understands how actually busy I am. I don't I tell people and it just like completely does not register with them. They're like, "Oh, you could just do this day," and I'm like, You don't understand. That's my day that I have to do this and this." Yes, the clip spamming does help, because I don't have to go back and find clips. I just use you guys. I just use whatever you guys have put in there. I don't go clip hunting, so. For those of you that are curious about how I do my clip process, by the way, I actually have a, so my clip command doesn't just do, like, it doesn't just do a Twitch clip. It also does it does a replay buffer in OBS, and it saves a video file with separated audio from or onto my PC of a minute of that section from backwards from when you hit the clip command. But only with the exclamation point clip. If we're allowed to work 7 days a week, I'm gonna work more than. No, you're not. No, you're not flooding me, Sevy. Yes, that command. Your buffer supports a full minute? Yeah, through OBS. All replay buffer supports a full minute. You just have to set it up in OBS. Did you not know that? Do I feel. Oh, you want uppies, Romalia? Hi, you can have uppies. Come here, honey. Come have uppies. I I feel like, however, Quack, that if we tried to set that up on your PC, it might explode. Your clip command should also edit that clip and post it automatically into place all by itself. I automate as much of that as I possibly can, but there's only so much you can do. If I set mine up for over a minute, I overload my encoder. Hey, Quack, you're putting aside money to get a new PC or upgrade parts, right? That is like the number one thing a streamer has to do. Is make sure their PC can actually handle everything they need to do while streaming. Now, granted, if you can't do that on your PC, there is just the regular clips. But I prefer this method because it allows me to separate out my audio when I have things like last night with the Isle, the audio from the game being so loud we could barely hear each other think. So. No. Unfortunately, as I've told you guys, I do have to use a version of AI to do my subtitling. But it does run locally on my machine. So even though it's not great that I have to use an LLM because that's all there is available these days, it does run locally on my machine, so it doesn't go to a data center and drink 70 billion gallons of fucking water. And it's only used for speech to text, so. But I am looking at alternatives. HK sent me a couple of things, so we'll see what happens with that. I think it's still gonna end up being an AI thing though, because generating the subtitle track is the issue. Getting anything to do speech to text these days usually is an AI conversion, whether you want to or not. And half the time they don't even tell you. Oh, I know, Dragon, I know. Yeah, I know, Speedy. Again, if I could be using something else, I would be, but it is what it is at this point. I can't. Unethical use of AI, incorrect labeling. Yep. Yeah, I know. This one does use a form of an LLM though, so it technically is one of the bad AIs, Baker. Anything that uses an LLM usually is one of the bad forms. I was so sad that the song I found this morning was AI. Oh, I'm so sorry. There was that one that was going around on TikTok for a while. That was the Puerto Rico song. I don't know if anybody caught it, but that was AI. And one person was like, I'm sick of everybody sharing this being an AI song. And they remade it themselves as like with their own instruments and everything and their own voices. So they're like, here's the ethical version. I'd like to tap my own LLM from scratch for the technical fun of it, but yeah, no, yeah. LMs are sometimes just advanced sorting models, which is a correct use. Oh, okay. I thought all LLMs were part of the generative model and were all from the poison well. It doesn't need to use that. They keep throwing tools into AI to try to make it appealing to people. Yeah, I know. I know. Unfortunately, they also do take away the old versions because they see it as more cost effective now because they get, you know, cuts and whatnot from all the big software companies if they throw it in under AI. But bleh, bleh. I don't know if I want to talk too much about AI today. I don't think I want to go down that road today. I don't want to live in that existential dread. Chat, do you want to date hot farmer men? Do you wanna see the trailer for this game that we're gonna be playing? Oh yeah, no, you're fine, Burger. Do you wanna see the trailer for this thing? Hold on. Also, I may have made a button for my Spotify now. So now I can just hit it on my Steam Deck. Why you running, Romalia? Why you running? See something you like? Ah, no. Why is it playing again? Stop. Stop. I don't know if the elements are gonna be romanceable. Because it says that the ones that you can like the characters are the heroine because it is a Tome, so it is a female MC. Is Seraphina, and then there's Autumn, which is Jude, Spring, which is Skylar, Summer, which is Hunter, and Winter, which is Nadim. So how much of an Atome game? Yes. Okay, it does say 4+ different romantic routes, so not sure. Not sure, we'll see. Well, this is just the demo, it's not out yet. You can get the demo for free. It is still just coming soon, so we don't have a release date on it yet. But I'm gonna go pee real quick before we get into this. Ads are about to start anyways, so I will be right back. I'm gonna give you guys the BRB screen, and we'll be right back. Yeah, be social with each other, chat. You know, talk to each other. That's a thing. You should try it sometimes. Ramalia, I'm glad you're playing Pokemon. I know, it's scary, but I have faith that you guys can actually, like, speak words at each other. How about them weathers? It's rainy here. I like the rain, or at least I used to like the rain. I still like the rain for, like, the sound and, like, the visuals, but I don't like what it does to my sinuses. How about that game last night? What game? Which game? Which game you talking about there, huh? It's okay. I promise you guys are really gonna like the beginning of this, so you're gonna love the beginning of this. It'll be fine. Remove sinuses. Enjoy rain. Knicks won the championship for the first time in 54 years. Yeah, it's because Mom Donnie is mayor. I said it. You heard me. Alright, so this is gonna be really loud when I do this first transition. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. Don't yell at me. Good night, Hippo. Have a good eep. Alright, my name is not Seraphina. It is Rhiow. I can type my own name. This is fine. Yes, this is the name I want to do. So I close my eyes to old ends and open my heart to new beginnings. Nick Fredrickson. Dirty
40
months!
months. Crazy.
Hi, Nagrata. Thank you for the resubby. Seraphina is a pretty name. Hi, Maria. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, by the way. All right, here we go, chat. We're gonna get into it, okay? It's gonna get really, really spooky really quick. I'm gonna warn you, okay? Okay? Can you all like hold each other's hands or something? It's gonna get dark, okay? I swallow a lump forming in my throat as my boss slowly brings his gaze up to meet mine.
You're fired!
What? If this is the type of work you deem worthy enough to submit to us after such a lenient deadline, then I honestly don't have much else to say to you. Alright, so I will warn you, only some of it's voice acted, some of it is not. So I have to like fill it in here and there. But boss, wait! I can resubmit a new draft or make any changes necessary. But, what exactly is wrong with the current proposal? I thought that—
Everything!
I can't help but gulp as my boss narrows his eyes at me, slamming his hands on the desk. I watch as he coldly taps my art proposal before clearing his throat. This is not the level nor quality of work we expected when we hired you as the lead artist for this project, Miss Rhiow.
It's almost as if you deem this position to be a joke of sorts.
Sir, I can assure you this is most definitely not the case. The urgency in my voice pitches my volume higher, and I can't help but tense up in my chair. It isn't like that at all. I was beyond overjoyed and truly honored to be chosen for this project. I admit that perhaps my art's quality has not been the highest as of late, but I could change that. Please, allow me to resubmit a new— No, and this is not something to be discussed. Desperation rises in my chest as I feel panic settle in my stomach, and I unconsciously stand up and bow my head. Sir, please, I'm begging you. I can't afford to lose this position right now. The reason I haven't been able to concentrate is because I'm in the process of getting evicted. My apartment complex suddenly announced their demolition plans, and I've been swamped attempting to find a new place and finish this proposal, but I swear to you, I can—
Tell me, why is it that your excuses are always more creative than your art pieces?
My heart feels like it stopped in my chest as I stare at the pair of ice-cold eyes staring back at me. For a moment, I feel like a deer peering into bright, fast-approaching headlights, seconds from a tragic fate. I can only watch my boss open his mouth once again, grabbing my proposal in the process.
Perhaps you should have become a writer instead, if you're so good at coming up with stories. However...
We need an artist, not a writer. One that can deliver work, not excuses. I can feel my blood run cold as I watch my boss slowly grab my art proposal. The very same proposal I had stayed up working day and night on for the last several weeks. The very same one that just a few hours ago I was so proud of.
Your proposal was... garbage, for lack of a better word.
I hope you will come to realize that, as an artist— He narrows his eyes before he opens the cover of my proposal one last time before looking back up at me and throwing it in the trash. You are an easily replaceable asset in such a competitive industry. If you're going to spend more time fabricating excuses rather than meeting a client's minimal expectations, then perhaps you should have considered a different career choice.
You're not an artist. You're an amateur.
And this company is not looking to employ amateurs. We are looking to employ professionals. One that you have already been replaced with. Hey chat, you having fun? You doing good? You good back there, chat? Are we good? You having a good time? Are you? And just think, I saved this for you. I specifically stopped playing this because I was like, chat's gonna love this game. But wait, there's more. I can't help but rub my temples as what feels like the heaviest, longest sigh of my life escapes me. I watch all sorts of people stream like ants throughout the city streets, each with their own destinations in mind. Eventually, I can't do much else and opt to stare into a lukewarm cup of coffee in front of me. Fired and getting called garbage right to your face, huh? Definitely not how I expected my weekend to start. My heart feels heavy as I look up from my drink to gaze out at a clear blue sky that seems to stretch on forever amidst towering skyscrapers. And to think how beautiful a day it is today. It almost feels like the world's mocking me somehow. My attention is diverted when I hear the sound of a child laughing. My eyes trail over to a young boy tugging his mother's arm with one hand and clutching a small sketchbook in another as the pair sit down at a table near my own. He opens the sketchbook, flipping to a page of a specific drawing before suddenly jumping up on the chair. The mother laughs as she watches her son strike the same pose as the crayon-colored character before her.
Oh, and this is Thunderman. I drew him during research when everyone else was outside.
Why he's so handsome? Look at all these details. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Munchkin. You're getting so good at drawing.
Thanks, Mommy. When I grow up, I want to become an artist and draw my own superheroes.
Oh, you're gonna be a great artist, sweetie. I just know it. You're already so talented and you work so hard. What else could you need? I feel my grip on my coffee cup tighten as I watch the beaming child show his mom more and more sketches in his notebook. The sparkled look of joy, hope, and happiness that beams in his eyes. It's one I remember well. I can't help but swallow the forming lump in my throat as I grab my drink and slam it into a nearby trash can. As I walk away from the tables, I shake my head sadly as the mother and son's laughter echoes in my ears and my heart. Don't be stupid, kid. As much as we all want to be that way, the truth is, hard work doesn't guarantee anything in the real world. The only thing it'll earn you is realizing how stupid those dreams of yours once were. For your sake, I hope along the path of life you find something else that can make you smile like that. Because art just isn't worth it. Take it from me. Gonna let you guys sit on that one for a minute. Go on. Sit with your feelings for a minute there, chat. Also, hi, Bill. Speedy, she just got fired and in her work called garbage. She's allowed to have some feelings, okay? While in the process of being evicted. Without uttering a word, I quickly walk away to escape watching a shadow of what I once used to be too. I know, petty, right? As long as at least she didn't say it to the kid's face. Steinos? But hot men eventually. Things get better. There will be hot men eventually, remember? We were promised that in the trailer. A shadow of a happy, dreaming kid who loved what she did more than anything. The shadow of a person who doesn't exist anymore. I'm here for the trauma! My feet carry me down familiar city streets as the evening sun begins to set and golden hues illuminate the sky. But before I have a moment to take in the uplifting sight, an email notification from my phone commands my attention.
Dear Miss Rhiow, this is an urgent reminder. Please be aware that you have 3 days to vacate the premise at 302 New Street Lane. The demolition of the complex will begin Monday morning at sunrise. All tenants and belongings must be removed by then. Any and all belongings that still remain in the property by next Monday will be considered garbage and thrown away. Please act accordingly.
Monday? What? That's impossible! I gawk at my phone as I stop to read the full email, earning a few strange glances from other passers-by. My heart races in my chest as I frantically dial my landlord's number. After a few moments, a voice picks up.
Hello, this is Frank speaking.
Of course, his name is Frank. Frank, this is Rhiow from apartment 302. I just got an email from the complex saying that demolition begins Monday morning? How is that possible when barely a week ago you told me I had another month to move?
Oh, yeah, about that, sorry for the confusion, but there's been a, slight change in the plans.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you see, the company that brought the complex wants to start building I can't do a Jersey accent or a New York accent, by the way. So you're getting a Southern accent. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you see, the company that bought the complex wants to start building a water park on it ASAP, while the original agreement said a month.
The CEO called me yesterday and offered me $500,000 to start next week. Can you believe it?
Hey guys. Frank's getting paid $500,000 to kick everybody out in 3 days. I know we're from New York. That doesn't mean I can do a New York City accent. No, it's in the city. What?
I know! Ain't that something? So, yeah, you gotta get out of there.
Frank, are you crazy? How am I supposed to find a place to live and move in 3 days? It's Friday.
Yeah, I understand and all that, but, money talks, baby!
Sorry about the short notice, but I'll need you out pronto. But Frank!
Oh, got another call coming in. Ain't much more to discuss, sweetheart. Deal's a deal.
By Monday morning, I need you out of there. No ifs, ands, or buts. I scream out in frustration as the call drops, and I can only gawk into my phone. By Monday? Where the hell am I supposed to go? I just got laid off, for fuck's sake! Taking notice of the passing strangers and nearby security guards shooting me curious glances, I feel my cheeks flush red in embarrassment. I clear my throat as I continue walking forward. I need to calm down, or I'm going to risk getting arrested at this point, too. But hell, at least I'll have a rent-free place to stay by Monday. Just as I attempt to calm myself by heaving a few deep breaths, my stomach lets out a disturbed growl. I rub my belly as I glance at the time. And to top it all off, I haven't been eating properly, trying to meet that stupid deadline. What was it even for in the first place? Maybe I should just grab some fast food, go home, and try to plan out how exactly I'm going to survive the next 72 hours. As I barely take a step forward, a speeding car honks angrily at me, causing me to quickly tumble backwards in an attempt to dodge it. Hi, Raptor. Raptor, I told chat it was cute and cozy, and I'm traumatizing them. It's great. An angry-looking man lowers down his window as he flashes me the finger.
Hey, what the hell? Watch where you're going, lady!
That's my line, you jerk! Where'd you learn to drive? I can't help but let out a shaky breath as I watch the driver flip me off again before angrily taking off. Only some. It's not all of it, Raptor. I look down to catch sight of myself on the floor, now with a few bleeding scratches adorning my hands and knees. I glance up to see people passing by, left and right, but no one bothers to help me. Not so much as even spare me a glance. I look up at the looming buildings on both sides of me. I can't tell what suddenly feels colder. The concrete of the floor, or the hearts of the people in the city. I let out what feels like the millionth sigh of the day as I wrap my arms around my frame from the chilly night's air that's begun to settle in. As my apartment complex finally comes into view, I can't help but stop in place. Home sweet home, huh? Well, not for much longer anyway. As I reach for my keys, I catch sight of the wooden sign that seems oddly out of place resting against a streetlight next to me. Semi-annual farmers market. Last sunrise to sundown. Today only. I raise an eyebrow in the direction of the sign points as I tilt my head towards the entrance of a nearby park. Farmers market? I didn't even know this happened in this kind of city. But maybe they'll have something cheap and good that I can grab for lunch tomorrow. Just about anything's better than that nasty burger I had for dinner. Ugh. With newfound interest, I decide to make my way towards the park. This is as far as I got on my own, chat, so everything from here is new. As I walk into the park, the realization of what time it is hits me as I watch people finish moving large tents and baskets into trucks. Damn, I missed it. I didn't realize how late it had already gotten. That sign was probably put up way earlier today, huh? No, I didn't even experience any of the cute and cozy. I was just like, chat's gonna love this, and trauma dumped on all of you. Chat, you love me, right? I only bring you the best game demos. Oh no, this one's gonna hit hard. Wait. For anybody that's read my draft, this is about to hit you so fucking hard. Hold on. Yay. More expired ramen for lunch it is. What a menu. This is why I was saying. This is why I was saying. This is why I was like, chat's gonna love this. Deciding to at least walk off the 90% grease and 10% burger I grabbed for dinner, I stroll down the venue and spot various folks still packing. Barbaric, what are you doing? Get out of my Ko-fi. Kofi. Coffee. Someday I'll actually pronounce that right the first time. What's up?
Did you bring me a fish? Oh, hi, honey. You brought me a fish.
Don't worry, Chad. It's not a real fish. It's a toy fish.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you want to play with that fish?
Hold on, chat. You know when Fulnir gets toy, he gets toy time. Cause it is psychologically damaging when a dog brings you their toy and you ignore them. It is actually psychologically damaging to the dog. If you don't at least acknowledge it, because they're coming to you, being like, hey, I'm bringing you a thing. I'm showing you that I care about you, and you ignoring it can actually, like, give them long-term damage if you do it enough.
Ah! Can I have that, Mr. Thief?
Yeah, you also can't say no to Mr. Fulnir's face. For those of you that have seen Mr. Fulnir.
You want it? But I don't.
There you go. Good job, buddy. Having 4 dogs, I can back that up. The drama they cause if I don't throw a toy is too big. Can I post a link to your Patreon so others can read novel? Yeah, go ahead. I don't have it actually like posted anywhere, but if people want to pop on my Patreon and read the novel, they are more than welcome to. For those of you that don't know, I have drafts of my novel available on my Patreon. It's only available if you're a member, but a free member. You do not have to pay for it. You just have to actually sign up as a Patreon to be able to read it.
Okay. Bubba. Hi.
Yeah, there you go. You need little nibbles. Little nibbles, honey. Okay. You ready?
Puppies. Come on.
Good boy. Good job. Okay, all done.
All done, honey.
Yes, on Discord is Soren's audio versions. You should totally... No, you do not have to support me on a rough draft of a novel. Alright, back to game. The rustic and humble-looking stalls of fruits and vegetables being sold grab my attention, but what intrigues me more is the people packing them. I watch as these vendors, most of whom are dressed in simple, worn clothes and mismatching colors, laugh and joke amongst each other. Rhao's voice talking to the animals is not what I was expecting. What do you mean? What were you expecting? What? That's how I talk to... I baby talk my puppers. What? Yes, hi, Sai. Many are covered in sweat and dirt from a hard day's work, but the look on their faces is what really captures my attention. Why do they look so happy? Despite the visible weariness of the day, almost every face I can spot is graced by an expression of utmost joy. As they chat amongst each other and continue packing, one would assume that perhaps they had the best sales day of their life. But the many carts of unsold fruits and vegetables in the back of several trucks dictate otherwise. They seem so genuinely happy. I can't help but feel a little bit jealous. As I smile sadly and continue walking forward, I almost near the end of a long street. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, a big sign decorated with vibrant flowers catches my attention. Help wanted. Various positions open at Peachleaf Valley. Leave the city life behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside. I find my eyes transfixed on the words written before me. For some reason, I can't help but read the sign over and over again, almost as if waiting for the words to sink into me. Leave the city life behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside? I can only blink blankly as I mumble the line aloud, but the sudden sound of approaching footsteps distracts me. I turn to look into the face of a short old man with a funny-looking mustache. That's the real Bank of the Wilds? Yeah, that redeem one. A fake trap. Oh no, you've seen through my traps, Barbaric. No. Okay, I read the next line in my brain and I saw the man shoots and I thought that he shot her. The man shoots me a kind smile as he places a small crate of flowers down next to him before motioning towards the sign.
Evening there, missy. I'm afraid you're a bit late for the market. Seems you might have missed all the good deals, but, well, are you interested in hearing more about the valley by chance?
As if his question snaps me back into reality, I find myself instinctively shaking my head as I step back. Oh, no, sorry, I was just taking a look. I'll be going now.
Is that so? Well, all right then.
Have yourself a good night, young lady. Oh, and here.
I can't help but blink twice as the old man holds up a pretty flower to my face, the same type as the ones filling the crates next to him. I'm sorry, I don't really have any money on me, and...
Now.
Oh.
Gifts aren't meant to be paid for, you know?
At his warm words and cheerful expression, I can't help but smile shyly as I take the vibrant, blooming flower from his hand. What do you mean gifts aren't meant to be paid for? No. You have to give something to get something. That is how this works. I have to give things to get things. That is how this works. I have to provide service and entertainment, and that's how. Yeah. How is she gonna buy food from them? Yeah, right. I know. Thank you. It's very beautiful.
Ain't it? Now go on and make sure you take an extra blanket to bed with you. It's getting awfully chilly these nights around here.
Wouldn't want you catching the sniffles for fun.
So I'm not sure there's anything left on there. I think they hit that pretty hard today. And yesterday. And the day before. I nod my head as he shoots me a wave before turning around to continue loading more crates into the back of a small truck. As I turn around and continue my stroll forward, an appreciative smile forms on my lips. I bring the flower to my nose, and it instantly knocks me out, and I'm transported to a new land where everything is bright and cheerful and wonderful, and I don't have to worry about capitalism anymore. That's how this is gonna work, right? A sweet, gentle scent fills my senses, and I can't help but feel my smile grow. I can't help but notice the music stop, though. You know how you're supposed to get a little scared when the music stops? Oh, there it goes. You know, that's probably the nicest conversation I've had in weeks. I secretly glance back at the old man as he waves over at another vendor while beaming a giant smile. She likes the old man! The sign that I was previously so fixated on seems to glow as a beam of moonlight reflects off of it. I look down at the small flower in my hand as I twirl it. Just leave everything behind and start a brand new life in a little valley town, huh? Even just thinking about it seems so fucking crazy. Almost like it's not even real. I just can't even imagine it. My pace eventually slows down as I stop completely. A few moments pass before I hesitantly turn around to look at the sign again. No, it's beyond crazy. It's more like impossible. Even more for someone like me who's never left the city before. I mean, come on, let's be real. I wouldn't even last a day without proper Wi-Fi. I'd probably go insane or something. I'm sure they have cable internet out there. My thoughts oppose my actions as I find myself standing once again in front of the sign. So why? As I reach out a hand to touch the words in front of me, I can't help but feel tears begin to prickle in my eyes. And as I trace the words fresh new start with my finger, I can feel my throat tighten. So why does something so ridiculous, so absolutely absurd, just sound like a dream to me right now? Why does a small act of kindness from a stranger have me feeling like this? All at once, it feels as if the weight of it all has finally caught up to me. Oh, she's about to break. I feel a lump form in my throat as I desperately try to swallow the forming emotions inside of me. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. It seems nothing ever goes the way I hope it will, and what are you doing? Get Sai. Mods, send Sai to Waffle Hop. Thank you. Well, I don't really know what to do anymore. Somehow it feels like everything I do is hopeless. I let out a shaky breath as I hear a pair of slow footsteps approach me. I don't even attempt to hide the tears welling in my eyes as I slowly look up to see the old man's face before me. He shoots me a warm, sympathetic smile as he points to the flower in my hand.
You know, where I'm from, that flower there is usually given to people who leave on a journey.
It's a way for to hope for prosperous new beginnings wherever they might find themselves.
Some might lose their way, but
The flower is meant to remind them that no matter where along the path of life they might be,
they can
They can-
always start again.
As I stare into the old man's eyes, I can't help but smile for only the second time today. His words resonate deeply within my heart. I gaze into the beautiful petals of the flower in my hand, and for a second, it almost feels like they themselves are cheering me on. I feel the gentle hand place itself on my shoulder as I look up once again.
What's your name, Missy?
It's Rhiow.
A fine name at that. Now then, tell me, are you interested in hearing more about the valley? It's never too late to start a brand new adventure, ain't it?
I chuckle as I wipe a few more stray tears from my eyes and nod my head resolutely. Oh, did we get Sai accidentally? Because he's saying it wasn't him. I'm interested. Could you tell me more? It's incredible how the decisions that have the power to change our lives completely seem to happen in the blink of an eye. And from those very decisions, the seeds of our futures sprout and bloom into the very lives set out before us. Chat, the cursor changed.
Well, here we are. Welcome to the valley.
The cursor fucking changed to a leaf. Oh no, I said sigh. It was anonymous in my thing, so we don't know who it was, but don't eat the leaf. The leaf is our peach leaf.
Justice for Sai.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for the biddies. The curse is, wait, has it? I thought it was a, no, never mind. Penny might be right. I might be hallucinating. It's fine. So yeah, for those of you that don't experience emotional trauma from visual novels, welcome to emotional trauma from visual novels, where they gut out your fucking heartstrings in the first few minutes of the game because they hit you with, hey, you just got fired, capitalism sucks, all your dreams have been crushed, and now you might get a new start.
Is what I'd originally say, but
Unfortunately, our destination lies just beyond this here trick of trails, as I call it. Trail of tricks. I climb out of the passenger seat of Earl's truck as I look into a dense, steep mountain trail. Trail of tricks? Also, how did our hair get, like, so, like, luscious? Are you guys seeing this? We went from having a bun to being, like, completely luscious.
yep, this one's a bugger.
For folks heading down into the valley, gets real slippery due to the rain this time of year. However, for those crossing by foot, there's a short little forest path right through that'll get you to the other side in less time than you could say moo. Will we be going on foot the rest of the way here?
Well,
As much as I enjoy nature, I'd hate to leave my truck here to it, especially filled with all my flowers and veggies still on board. Talking about how they exist only in our phone. When we delete the game, our relationships will be all gone, and that's when they really got— oh my gods, oh no. Oh, that's horrifying. Are we sure she's not Fae? No, she's definitely not Fae. I am. She's not.
here's what we'll do.
You go on ahead through that there path by foot, and I'll meet you out on the other side once I get this darn truck over here trail. Sound alright? But are you sure you can get that truck up there by yourself, Earl? Earl lets out a roaring laugh as he places his hands on his small, thin waist before patting the back of his truck.
Oh, you bet!
Me and old Bessie here have been together for a lot tougher than this, I'll tell you that. I think it'll have full voice acting when the game is fully released, by the way. It just gets me real bumpy right up here, and I'd hate for you to get all green and goobery on me. Goobery? The word is literally goobery. Besides, get you warmed up for walking. You'll be doing lots of that where we're going. I can't help but chuckle as Earl's positive demeanor shines through my worries. I nod my head and grab a small bag as I head towards the opening of the forest path he pointed out. So what did she do with all of the stuff in her apartment? Well then, I'll take your word for it. I'll head on through and see you in a bit.
It'll be a darn jiffy.
Make sure you stay on the path now, you hear? Yeah, it's gotta be trash because she didn't have time to sell it. She hopped in Earl's truck. Can't be losing you in the forest on your move-in day. You see, I wouldn't know what to do with all your pink suitcases. They don't match my eyes one bit. Earl earns another laugh out of me as we wave to each other before I walk through a small open path between several bushes. I don't think his last name is Gray, but I get where you're saying. As I walk in through the dense shrubbery, I can make out a visible path heading towards the opening not too far away. I clutch my bag closer as I begin my trek while panning my head around to take in the sights. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this much green in my life. Even the air feels so different here. It feels so fresh. I walk forward a few more steps as I take in the emerald scenery around me. Trees, plants, flowers, and some the likes I've never seen before all seem to quietly bloom in place. I can hear the sounds of leaves rustling in the wind as an incredibly calming sensation seems to reverberate through the entire area. This place feels so soothing, almost like it's... My inner monologue is interrupted as I unexpectedly bump into something soft. Hey, chat! I just realized something. Hey, how many of you know the intro to Stardew Valley? Like the full intro of how you actually like start up Stardew Valley? Raise your little paws if you know like how Stardew Valley starts. Grandpa dies, right? So Stardew Valley is we escape corporate hell to come to Grandpa's farm. But I just realized that I think I would have been more invested in Stardew Valley if the escaping corporate hell had been more like this. If it had been more written like this. I bring my gaze forward only to stare into the greenest pair of eyes I've ever seen. What? Surprised by the sudden proximity of a stranger peering into my face, I quickly step back only to misstep and fall ungracefully onto my butt. Hello? Ah! As I mutter a small groan, I look up to see the stranger chuckling softly to himself. Hannah! Green hair? And what's with his clothes? The stranger extends a hand towards me with a warm, silent smile. I eye it for a few moments before choosing to accept his help. With a strange amount of ease, the stranger helps me back up to my feet as I shyly gaze up at him. Despite his strange looks, he boasts a beautiful, almost ethereal visage. And somehow, it's as if just standing near him makes me feel incredibly calm. I can't help but catch myself staring as I quickly clear my throat. No! Bring back the handsome man! Bring back the handsome man! I'm sorry for bumping into you. I probably should have been watching where I was going. The stranger tilts his head as he shoots me another warm, silent smile. My eyes instinctively widen as he suddenly reaches towards the side of my face, before slowly pulling a four-leaf clover out from thin air. Huh? A clover? Was it stuck in my hair or something? I tense up as the stranger gently grabs my hand and places it in the center of my palm without a word. I can't help but stare at the small clover for a few seconds before clearing my throat and looking back up. Thank you for the help. These usually represent good luck, don't they? The stranger nods at me while flashing me a silent smile, and this time I can't help but flash one of my own. Speak, damn you! I need to hear your voice to know if you're sexy or not! So, are you from around here? What's your name?
Hey, kiddo! You over here yet?
I turn towards the opening of the path at the sound of Earl's voice booms through the quiet forest. Several leaves seem to rustle as a few woodland creatures scatter about, rushing back into the trees. Just as I turn around again to face the stranger, I find the spot he stood in just a second ago to be completely empty. Thank you! Thank you, Earl! Thank you for blocking me. Cool, now I'm gonna never have sex with the hot forest elf. Great. What the... Oh, where did he go?
Can you hear me? Don't tell me you actually got lost in there.
There was a hot forest elf! Though we can't actually tell if he was hot because he didn't speak. No, I'll be right there. My eyes dart at the dense greenery around me in a last-ditch attempt to spot any signs of the young stranger, but to no avail. No, I have to hear his voice. I have determined this is one of my, like, apparent things, is I need to hear his voice. The voice is important. You should know this about me by now. He's gone, as if he vanished into thin air. And in the place he stood just mere seconds ago, small flowers now seem to be blooming from the ground. You being audio dependent, I wouldn't have known. Something like my men quiet? You like your men crying, Hannah. Don't give me that. I shake my head of any strange thoughts as I focus my attention back towards Earl's voice and head to the end of the trail. Hi, Lumi! It's not actually Stardew, but it's like Stardew-esque. This is true. Sometimes you like to cry too. Oh my gods, look at it, chat. It's so idyllic. Look at it. We left the big ugly city that stomped all over our hopes and dreams for this. My breath hitches as I stare out at the magical view that lies before me. Rolling hills, all covered in blooming flowers, seem to stretch on forever as they all meet the silhouette of a distant town. From this elevation, I marvel as both snowy looming mountains and a sparkling ocean also meet near the town to create a breathtaking display of nature. Where are all the fluffy creatures I can capture? I feel like I should be throwing spherical objects! I can't help but break out into a genuine laugh as a slight breeze picks up and it seems as if all the flowers begin to dance in the wind around me.
This here's my favorite part of the whole trip.
I look over to see Earl in his truck now parked beside me as he looks out over the view with a tender, loving smile.
Welcome to Peachleaf Valley.
His voice sounds familiar and I can't tell if it's just the accent that he's putting on. Oh, we get to have the whole trailer video again. Let's go. Filled with doubt and fear, a young girl loses her path. But fate grants her another chance to turn over a new leaf. Right here in this faraway valley, where the sky, sea, and land meet, a brand new story is about to begin. If this is the end of the demo, I'm gonna be sad. I want that one! Chat, I have a really bad feeling that's the end of the demo. I don't recognize anything he's been in. He's probably mimicking something. It's not the end of the demo. We're saved! Earl opens the door to a quaint, fair-sized room as he beckons me inside.
Well, here we are. This'll be your room for the time being.
Oh, Earl, are you sure about this? It feels like I'm imposing on you way too much. I'm perfectly fine with staying at the inn. I'll find a way to get some money together to pay for a room and...
Imposing schmozing.
You're a new resident of Peachleaf now, so you're basically part of the family. You'll find there isn't a whole lot of us down here, but we're a tight-knit community. We'll do our best to help one another.
And besides...
After you took the time to explain your situation to me, it ain't no way I can turn a blind eye to someone in need. I was there once too, you know? And it's because someone like me, or someone believed in me and helped me to get on my feet, that I was able to get where I am today. Now it's my turn down the line to help. No, that's not the guy I'm romancing. I can't help but smile shyly as I touch the neatly made bed before me. I feel like such a burden already. You didn't charge me anything for the trip and now you'll let me live in your house without even paying rent? I at least want to pay you back that kindness somehow. I hope you can understand.
And you will, kiddo. But you gotta get back on your feet first. I know this room ain't the fanciest place.
In town, and I'm sure you'll want a home for yourself soon enough. Hey chat, those of you that do the whole One Piece thing, doesn't he kind of look like he belongs in One Piece? I don't know, it's something about the face styling. It's the hat? Okay. But until we can get you settled into your new life here, you can at least rest your head at night worry-free. A wave of emotion washes over me as I feel tears of overwhelming gratitude threaten to fall from my eyes. I can't help but let out a shaky laugh as I timidly bow my head. Earl, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I feel a gentle hand ruffle my hair as Earl beams me a warm smile.
You're home now, kiddo.
No need for waterworks.
You're part of the Peachleaf family now.
You'll find we don't have a lot of stuff you can go back, or you can find back in that big old city you came from. But we do got a whole lot of this. I can't help but giggle as Earl points to his heart. Seeing me smile, the old man chuckles and motions to a nearby closet. In case you find yourself missing anything, you'll find some clothes in there and garments that used to belong to my youngest daughter. She's terribly outgrown them by now, but maybe they'll serve you better than they did her. This room belonged to your daughter, Earl? Sure did, but she's got her own life far, far beyond this valley now, so feel free to make this room your own. I can't help but glance around the small room. Even though it's not filled with a lot, I can tell everything has been taken care of really well. If he brought us home to marry us off to his son, then I'm all for this. I turn towards Earl once more as my heart pangs in my chest. Thank you, Earl. Thank you so much. I really don't know how to express how appreciative I am to you. You know, a few days ago, well, honestly, I thought I'd be homeless out on the street by Monday morning. I didn't ever think I'd be starting a brand new life in such a beautiful valley. Earl chuckles as he shoots me a toothy grin before placing his hands on his hips.
That's the beauty of life. You never know where it'll take you.
Yours took you here.
Now, on that note, let's go meet everybody.
The whole town got into a ruckus when I phoned them we had a new resident coming in. You'll have plenty of time to unpack later, so let's get a move on. Chat, we got ads coming in 8 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just pop over to the BRB. It is Sunday, unfortunately. I was gonna play Gecko Gods today, but I had a bad day, so I needed to play this game. I don't have buttons set up. No button. You guys have to talk to each other like people. Be social. I'll be back in a few. Welcome back, chat. It's time to go meet the town. Are you ready? Are you ready to meet the town? Also, hi Lab, hi Quack, hi Sai. Oh no, I'm doing the D thing. D started doing this new thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's been like the last like 2 weeks or so where she started saying hi to hi to everybody that said hi to her when she comes back from breaks. Hi Nova. Yeah, I noticed it. I noticed when she started doing it, and I was like, wait a minute. I returned with ice cream? Ooh. It's fine. I corrupt her, she corrupts me. It happens. Hi, D, I mean Rhiow. Dragon said mint fudge cookie ice cream. I want peach ice cream. I need to go to the farm stand this year. There's a farm stand near me that does, it does homemade vanilla bean ice cream with fresh peach topping. It's so good. Rhiow vocal stim? I don't really have. I mean, I do my vocal stim is when I get nervous, or like I'm trying to like fill silence, I will go burr 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 burr. That's my like kind of like vocal stim, I guess. I don't usually stim vocally, do I? Nova, do I vocally stim besides the burr burr burr? I don't know if I do. Not really? Okay. Yeah, mine is a thinking noise. Hi, Jake. Can I get a shout out for the metal bun, please? I'm about to go to the store in 30 minutes. Don't make me pick up ice cream. Sigh. Sigh. Get the ice cream. Get it. Get your favorite flavor. Yeah, I do that when I get word jumbled. Just dropping in real quick to say hi. Hi, Jake. I gave everybody trauma. I also want ice cream now, but I only have chocolate in the house, and I don't want just chocolate ice cream. I want, like, fruity ice cream. As dumb as that is. I want, like, light flavored ice cream right now. I don't want the heavy chocolate. Which is weird, because I usually want chocolate when I'm bleeding. My ice pack is no longer cold, so yeah, I'm gonna grab some ice cream I stocked up on sorbet. Ooh.
Fruity ice cream. Happy Pride.
Mango sorbet would be so good right now. Peach ice cream would be so good right now, but nobody makes like peach ice cream that like they sell at like the regular like grocery store. You have to go to like the fancy places to get it. I don't have ice cream and I shouldn't get ice cream? Give in. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go. There was somebody sharing a thing about a ninja icy maker thingy that it was on sale at Costco right now, and it makes like a whole bunch of different frozen treats. Bluebell had my local grocery store doesn't sell Bluebell. My eyes dart around the streets of a lovely, bustling town that looks like it came straight out of the pages of a fairy tale book. They have a ninja slushie maker, and I am weak. Oh no. Rat won't let me get another kitchen appliance because we don't have any room. Fair, Quack. Okay, fair. Guys, look at the town. Look at the adorable town. If this place has Wi-Fi, I'm moving in. I watch as shopkeepers sweep through the entrances to their stores with wooden brooms and greet each other warmly. I don't know about Wi-Fi. I don't know about Wi-Fi. Energetic smiles adorn the faces of small children as they run through the streets without a care in the world. And everyone, absolutely everyone, wears a peaceful smile on their face. Earl stops to shoot me a grin as he himself scans the town around him with a proud expression. This is so beautiful. What a charming place.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. But, aha!
I know just where to start our tour. How about you meet my wife and grandsons first, since you'll be living with them under the same roof?
My wife runs the best and only bakery in town.
So if you ever find yourself craving something sweet, you'll know just where to go. Chad, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth because this is what I wanted. I wanted this. I wanted to make this. Remember the whole dream crushing thing at the beginning? A soft bell rings out as I walk into a rustic little shop with a delicious smell wafting in the air. No, I can't, Nova. I can't. I got a migraine just driving to the store yesterday. Thank you, Shai. Thank you for my headpads. I can't help but feel my face light up as I take in the sight of beautifully colored pastries spanning down a glass counter.
Hmm? Hello? Anybody home?
Well, well, look who it is. Back so soon from your trip, old man?
Hello? Hello? Hoops? Chat, that was a nice voice. Chat, take notes. That was a nice voice. Hannah! Oh, it's the baker. Baker! At the sound of an unfamiliar voice, I shyly peek over Earl's shoulder to spot a young man as he walks in through a set of kitchen doors. Wait, is this his grandson? Small rays of sunlight shining in through the windows reflect off his amber-colored eyes as a kind smile dances on his face. Nova, you may be right about him wanting to marry us off to his grandson.
There you are, Jude.
I was wondering who was running this bakery. Y'all just can't leave the front empty like this.
Relax, Gramps. Jeez, you've been back for less than a minute and you're nagging already?
That is his grandson. He wants to marry us off to his grandson.
Gran's got something in the oven, and I was just finishing up an order in the back. And besides, you know it always gets kinda empty at this hour. No need for nags.
Look at the tits on that guy! Just as Earl opens his mouth to say something, an old woman walks out through the kitchen doors with an excited smile on her face.
Oh, I thought I heard your voice, dear. You arrived just in time. I have a delicious carrot cake with your name on it in the oven.
I don't like carrot cake.
Oh, Pumpkin.
You're embarrassing me in front of the kiddos.
Huh?
Earl beams a giant smile as he steps out of the way to reveal me standing behind him.
Nina, Jude, I'd like y'all to meet the newest resident of Peachleaf Valley. Come on, don't need to be shy. Introduce yourself.
Right. Hello. I'm Rhiow. I just moved here from the city and I'm very excited to meet everyone. Thank you for having me.
What?
Rhiow. Oh, well, aren't you an absolute delight? Let me get a good look at you, my dear. My nervousness begins to dissipate as Nina steps out from behind the counter and comes closer, beaming a friendly smile. I'm not going to be able to get their accents right, chat. I'm so sorry in advance.
My name is Nina.
As you probably already noticed, I'm Earl's wife and I run this bakery. It's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance, Rhiow.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for your hospitality and for letting me stay in your home for the time being. Wait, are we staying in the same home as Jude? Are we staying in the same? We are. We're staying in the same house as the baker boy. I'm sneaking into his room, Hannah! Oh no, aren't you just the sweetest thing? You're very welcome, my dear. I know such a big move can be awfully nerve-wracking, but you've got nothing to worry about here. You're already part of the family. Hi, Dada Dio. Welcome in. Nina takes my hands in hers as she says this, and I can feel my heart swell with happiness at this level of kindness I've never experienced before. Thank you so much. I'm afraid I don't know what else to say. Well, you can start by telling me this.
Do you
Do you-
like sweets, dear?
I do. Butter pound cake is my favorite.
Why, what a coincidence.
That's my little Jude's favorite dessert too, right, dear? I glance over at Jude, still standing behind the counter, but raise an eyebrow when I see him gazing at me with an intense expression. Oh, chat, he's already done for. He's already fallen for us. He doesn't even seem to register Nina's question as he simply stares at my face, almost as if desperately trying to decipher something.
Jude? Is everything all right, dear?
I'll be at the Jude shirt. Meet me there. Almost as if his grandmother's worried tone snaps him back to reality, Jude tears his gaze away from me before nervously looking back up. Hannah likes pathetic men. Got it. I can't help but gulp as his eyes dart frantically between my own.
Sorry, I have to go.
Oh, bye.
I need some air. I'll be back later.
Okay. With barely a moment's notice, Jude quickly walks out from behind the counter, brushes past me, and briskly exits the small shop. He just booked it.
Jude!
Jude, dear, where are you going?
His grandparents' calls fall on deaf ears as Jude quickly exits the shop in a hurry, not even glancing back once. An awkward silence falls on the shop for a few minutes as Nina and Earl exchange confused glances. What the heck was that about? I didn't say anything weird, did I?
Oh,
Please pardon my Jude. He's not usually like this at all. I wonder what got him so flustered.
Ha! I know!
Maybe he just couldn't handle how pretty Rhiow was. See, I told you, he's flustered over how pretty we are. I can feel my cheeks heat up at Earl's joke as the image of Jude's intense gaze makes a shiver run down my spine.
oh, there's the carrot cake. just in time.
Earl, Rhiow, why don't you both grab a chair and I'll bring it out with some more milk. Just a second. Not without some help, you won't. I can't let my pumpkin do all the work around here.
Oh, Earl.
I can't help but giggle at the wholesome banter between Earl and his wife as they lovingly take each other's hands and go towards the back. And then they fucked. It fills my heart with such delightful warmth to see two people love each other so deeply in such old age. Once the pair is out of sight, I can't help but look over my shoulder at the direction Jude abruptly left moments ago. I'm glad to know I wasn't the only one thinking that, see? Hey, I was just the one brave enough to say it out loud. That's all. It almost seemed like he recognized me or something, but that can't be it. I mean, I've never been here before. That was just totally weird. I hope he's okay. The mystery deepens. Earl and I walk through the gates of the vast ranch as a clear blue sky shines above us. The bread isn't the only thing rising in that bakery. I can hear the cries of chickens and other farm animals in the distance as a fairly large-sized barn comes into view near a house. Ow, that hiccup hurt. I can't help but smile as I spot several chickens grazing, watching as they curiously look over at me. Yeah, I'm not getting anything on my side, Sevi. That's just your net. It's such a beautiful day out, isn't it? The animals in this farm must be happy with such good grazing weather. DTR, welcome in.
Now for our next stop. Welcome to Elderberry Farm.
It's a little strange, though. Heather and hubby are usually out here by this hour. Wait here a second, Rhiow. I'm gonna go check to see if they're home real quick. Be back in a jiffy. I nod my head as Earl motions for me to wait in place. I turn around and walk a few paces over to a small chicken pen and giggle as a cute little chick curiously looks up at me. Oh my gods! Can I have it? Can I take it? Can I steal it? I can just reach in and steal it, right? The little dude is stanced up. It is a baby! I want it. And I don't even like chickens. Why does it remind me of Ducky? It does. That's just Ducky in chicken form. Aren't you a cutie? I wonder what your name is.
Bessie!
Huh? A loud yell in the distance captures my attention, snapping my head up towards the source of the sound. Suddenly, the ground feels as if it started shaking as the nearby chickens all frantically run in the opposite direction. What the? Tremors?
Bessie, get back here, goddammit!
I turn around at the sound of a loud cry when I catch sight of a rampaging cow heading straight towards me at lightning speed. Fluffers, run! Run! Everybody run! The cow is quite large in size, and its eyes seem to be glowing red as smoke comes out of its nose? What the fuck cow is this? myself for the impact of the isekai cow of Cow-kun before another voice shouts out.
Hey, watch out!
I feel a strong force propel me backwards as I fall to the ground. The enraged cow cries as she races past where I stood seconds ago, dust fluttering in her trail. Uh-oh. After a few moments, I open my eyes and feel my face turn beet red as I see my hands pressed against a strong, well-defined chest hovering over me.
If it's female, can we name the chicken D? If it's male, can we name it Loki Rhyomlub Rhyomlub?
Yes, we can. Well-defined chest, chat. I can feel my pulse go racing as the feeling of muscular arms wrapped around my waist shock me back into reality. What?
Sorry about that, miss. Are you okay? You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
I look up to stare into ocean blue eyes as a young man stares back worryingly at me. I'm fine.
Phew, I'm glad to hear it. Sorry for the tumble. Let's get you back on your feet, yeah?
The cool breeze flutters against my skin as the young man releases me from his strong grasp, pushing himself up. My heart stammers in my chest as I sit absent-mindedly on the ground for a few seconds, trying to process the situation. I would too, MC. Man, muscles. Chat! You can read this yourself! Holy shit, what do you mean? MC! Muscles. So many muscles. My attention is diverted as a hand extends itself toward me. I look up to see the young man from before shooting me a friendly smile. Why were three of you clipping that?
There are much better places to take a rest than on the ground, you know.
Hey, Hannah! Hannah? What is the judgment? Is there a ring or no ring? Yeah, he's got a good arm definition for sure. Not my type, but sure. Sensing his kindness, I shyly place my hand on his, and he lifts me to my feet with ease. I find myself stammering as he proceeds to kneel down to brush some of the dirt off my clothes. He flashes another friendly smile afterwards.
There we go. Good as new.
Now then.
Can I help you?
Oh, there she is, my big old Dairy Queen.
The sound of Earl's excited yelling grabs both my and the stranger's attention as we turn around to see Earl's being smothered in kisses from the previously raging cow.
Oh, you darn love bucket, you! Did you miss me, Bessie?
The young man next to me tilts his head back in laughter at the affectionate display.
Of course! I should have known it was you, Earl.
No one else gets Bessie that riled up. That's because I'm her one and only true love. Ain't that right, Bessie? I can't help but smile as Earl begins to walk over to us with the now tame, calm, and slightly blushing cow.
How have you been, Hunter, my boy?
Taking care of my good, sweet, innocent little angel here, right? Of course, Earl. Although I'm afraid she's not nearly as innocent as you like to think, you know.
She nearly ran over this poor young lady.
Over here a few minutes back. As Hunter looks back at me with a sheepish smile, I can't help but feel my cheeks heat up again, thinking back to our previous close encounter.
Oh, Bessie!
You can't be running over our new neighbor over before I had a chance to introduce y'all.
Now then.
Hunter, where's everyone else? Hi,
Mom
Soren.
and Hubie went to the city to visit some friends.
A few days ago, but they should be back soon.
Elderberry Farm's down to 1 today, I'm afraid.
Doing alright, Soren. Oh, gotcha. Well then, no matter. Rhiow, this is Hunter. Hunter, this is Rhiow. She's Peachleaf's newest resident.
And this here's Big Bessie.
My one true love. Ain't nobody out there can hold a candle to my sweet Bessie. What about your wife, Earl? Excuse me, Earl, you have Nina, your wife, of which you have had at least one child with, who then had a grandchild, who is very handsome, by the way.
Oh, is that so? Huh.
I'll be sure to tell Nina when I see her. Thank you, Hunter!
Don't you dare, farm boy!
I can't help but chuckle as I wave over to the large animal by Earl's side. Hi there, Bessie. Nice to formally meet you. And nice to meet you too, Hunter. Thank you for the help back there.
My pleasure. Sorry about Bessie. As you can probably tell, she, gets real excited when Earl's around.
I couldn't tell. She probably caught a whiff of him when you guys got here.
Well, that's because she loves me. Ain't that right, Bessie?
I can't help but giggle at Earl and Bessie's endearing exchange. A few moments pass before I catch sight of Hunter's eyes on me. He wipes a hand on his pants before extending it out to me with a smile.
Welcome to the valley!
I hope your new life here will pan out exactly as you hoped it would, and if you ever find yourself in need of anything, feel free to reach out. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it. Truly.
No worries. We're all a giant, crazy family down here. Albeit, maybe a bit dysfunctional, too.
I bet Hunter has a brother named Gatherer. Mods, get Loki.
Oh, by the way.
I also work part-time down at the restaurant and do odd jobs around town, so you might see me running around often.
Don't be afraid to ask for directions if you ever get lost, okay?
This place can be a little bit of a maze for newcomers at first. Hey, Sink! How we feeling about this one so far? Are we interested? Where's the polycule option, though? Right, thanks. I definitely will.
Sounds good. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Back in the barn, Bess! You big troublemaker, you!
The sound of laughter fills the air as Bessie hides behind Earl from the hunter. It is labeled a tome, so I don't know how fluffy it's going to be. I feel a sense of warmth fill my heart as I get to unravel more and more of the valley. Especially with how it began, with, you know, capitalism crushing our very soul. Oh, it's pretty. As we approach the entrance of a quaint flower shop, Earl shoots me a smile while he opens the door for me. Now, I'm sure you're probably dying to meet someone you can relate with, so I want to take you to Miss Amelia. She's a real kind girl, runs this shop with her nutty old grandma. Seems about your age too, so I'm sure y'all can be great friends. As we walk into a beautiful flower shop, a sweet scent fills my senses as I can't help but breathe in. I look around to see gorgeous flowers, some the likes I've never seen before, all blooming through even the tiniest cracks in the wood.
Eh? Skylar? Is that you?
Oh boy. Hey guys, here comes love interest number 3. Are you ready? Chat, press 1 if you're ready for love interest number 3 to appear. That's so many 3s. What do you mean? I said press 1. Not that, Skylar. None of you are ready to meet Skylar? How dare. You're meeting him anyway. Hearing the confusion in Earl's voice, I turn to stare into the profile of a tall, foreign-looking man. The man doesn't seem to have noticed Earl as he paces back and forth, seemingly deep in thought.
Gefähr.
I'm not gonna try to say that. Speedy? Translation. Something miracle, something rhyme. At this rate, I'll need a miracle. Okay. The tall man continues to mutter to himself before Earl approaches him, waving his hand.
Skylar?
Hello? You listening? The foreign man's attention snaps up at the sound of his name. He looks over before shooting Earl a friendly smile.
Ah, Monsieur Earl! You've returned from your trip! Welcome back. Oh.
Oh. Before he can finish his sentence, the foreign man's eyes land on me. I bet mods get Loki again. Our eyes meet for a few silent moments before I muster a shy smiler. Before I muster a shy smile. But before I have the opportunity to even get a word out, I watch in surprise as the tall, slender man dashes forward toward me. I blink in surprise as I watch him grab one of my hands and he places a kiss to the back of it. Wait, are you... Hannah? Hannah, you might be... yeah, French aggro.
And just who is this breathtaking mademoiselle?
No! 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 Hello? Before I can even answer, the tall man gets down on one knee. His eyes seem completely fixated on me as a radiant smile graces his lips.
Mademoiselle, I may not know your name, but I know that your beauty is the envy of every flower in this shop.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
You outshine even the most beautiful rose on the eve of its full bloom. Why, even the most fragrant of blossoms holds no comparison to your...
All right. Let's take it down a notch here, Romeo.
Let the poor girl introduce herself at least, eh? The man named Skylar's eyes widen dramatically as he rises to his feet before bowing deeply.
Forgive my terrible manners.
Monsieur Earl is right. Forgive my terrible manners. How could I ask for your name when I have not graced you with my own?
I am Schuyler Dutoit Eclair Jean-Jacques Pelletoir the Ninth, a proud resident of this magnificent valley.
Somebody wrote that down, right? This man would cry for you while you're on your period!
And you are?
I'm Rhiow. I just moved into the valley today. It's nice to meet you, Skylar. What the hell's of a name? Also fake French. He wouldn't have said it in an English with a French accent. He would have said it in French. Oh, no. But the pleasure is mine. Is most definitely mine, Lady Rhiow. You are a spectacle to behold.
Oui, en effet.
Like a marbled statue that has come to life. How truly blessed is Peachleaf to welcome you. Can this cutscene be skipped? Thank you. I think.
Rhiow, I took a picture of the guy's name in case you wanted it.
Thanks, Sean. I'm good. Earl lets out a chuckle at Skylar's theatrics. After a few moments, he looks around the shop before turning around with a puzzled expression. Skylar, where's Amelia and Fiona? Why are you the only one here? Ah, that is because Madame Fiona's stomach was causing her to feel unwell yet again.
Lady Amelia asked me to watch over the shop.
As they quickly left to fetch some herbs from the gardens to brew a tea. And, as the noble gentleman that I am, there is no way I could simply decline such a heartfelt request as the beckoning of a lady. I don't like tea enough for that, Loki. Amelia and Fiona ran away when Skylar showed up.
Although, I must admit...
It's been quite some time since they left. Perhaps I should go check on them.
But alas!
No one would be able to guard the shop and keep the beautiful flowers company better than moi. Fiona's stomach is acting up again, is it? Alright, I better go check up on him in a sec. Gardens ain't too far from here. Rhiow, wait here just a minute, alright? I'll be right back. I open my mouth to call out to Earl, but he's already briskly walked out through the front door. He abandoned us! Earl! Earl, come back! Earl, save us! I feel an intense gaze on me as I swallow and turn to look at Skylar, whose eyes seem to sparkle, as would a puppy looking at a treat.
So, what brings you to this fair valley, my lady? Surely a beauty such as yourself must have left a lot behind to come here so suddenly.
I smile sadly as I look down before tucking a loose strand of hair behind my ear. No, MC, don't do the tucks hair behind ear cutely thing. No, that's just going to give false impressions. You give him a deadpan stare. Less than you think. I came here looking for work and, well, a new life, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I see. Forgive my prying, my lady.
I did not mean to paint sadness on such a stunning canvas as your own.
After all, a smile suits you much, much better.
A smile better suits a hero, chat. Skylar walks over before grabbing a nearby flower and holding it to my face. He shoots me a warm smile as he gently hands it to me. I can't help but chuckle as I grab the flower. No! Bad MC! Bad! Kick him in his escargot! Thank you, Skylar. What about yourself?
Ha ha!
I am thrilled that I have piqued your interest enough to ask. I am but a humble art collector that lives in the northern part of town on an estate that belongs to my family. An art collector?
Oui.
Few things in this world excites the blood in my veins like beautifully crafted artistic masterpieces. Of which, on that note, Skylar's tone seems to shift as he suddenly places a hand on his chin and looks at me. No! I fidget nervously under his intense gaze as he begins to circle around me, eyeing me up and down as if scrutinizing something. After a few moments, he shoots me a pleased smile before reaching into his suit pocket and handing me a business card. Heat rushes to my cheeks as his face suddenly draws near and his eyes peer intensely into my own.
You said you were looking for employment, yes?
I'm sure there are many opportunities for you to take in this fair town, but...
As the muses would have it, I too am looking for a employee of sorts.
That sounds not like the kind of proposition we want to take. What do you mean, employee of sorts? I put the name in the Discord? Okay. John, you might want to actually go delete that. It's kind of rude to put something in somebody else's Discord when it's not their streamer Discord. Like, I'm streaming, not D. So it's kind of rude to D to put something that I'm streaming in there. That's all. His eyes seem to land on my lips for a few moments as he smiles and looks back up. Oh, and I assure you, I can pay most handsomely in currencies that far outweigh most of the other residents of this town.
What say you, my lady? Does my offer interest you?
My mind goes blank and my heart accelerates as I feel him lean in even closer. Yeah, you can always pop into my Discord and drop it there. When suddenly, his phone rings. Thank The gods, we've been saved by the phone. Wait, his phone rings? They have cell service here? They have Wi-Fi?
Oh, excusez-moi, 1 second. Bonjour, this is Skylar.
Hello, Mr. Marcello. I have been expecting your call. As Skylar turns around and nonchalantly laughs into his phone, I stumble backwards into the counter as my heart nearly beats out of my chest, remembering his looming proximity just seconds ago. What's with this man? He's something else. Hey, look! For all the guys in the audience that like pretty girls, or for all the girls in the audience that like pretty girls, or for all the non-binaries and theys that like pretty girls, look! Pink! And then hag. The sound of the front door ringing catches my attention as Earl walks in with a smile, accompanied by a young woman and an older one with a cane.
We're back.
Skylar shortly ends his call before turning around with a gallant smile.
Ah, you have returned! Magnifique!
Just at the right time, as I'm afraid I must be going immediately.
Of course. Sorry we took so long.
Thanks for the help, Skylar.
No.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for trusting me to guard your dazzling blossoms.
Well, everyone, duty calls, and so I must depart. Au revoir! Until we next meet again!
Thank you, Jean. Everyone in the shop merely stares at Skylar as he prances out of the front room in joyful strides. I clear my throat before looking down at the card in my hand with his name and address. He's, quite an interesting person. My attention is focused on the new faces that have entered the shop as they turn towards me.
Oh, hello there. You must be the new resident, right? It's so nice to finally meet you. Welcome to Peachleaf Valley. My name is Amelia. I run this flower shop with my grandmother, Fiona.
That would be me. Welcome to the valley, child.
I hope you don't already want to go running for the hills after being sandwiched between Earl and Skylar in a single day.
And just what's that supposed to mean?
I'm plenty friendly.
As friendly as a badger stuck in a beehive.
Heaven knows how much you've yapped this poor girl's ear off already.
Why, you...
As Earl and Fiona engage in a glaring match with each other, Amelia scoots over next to me before giggling. Don't mind them. They're always like this. They've been rivals ever since they started out as farmers. Oh, I see. I guess it makes sense then. They must have had a lot of history.
You've been touring town all day with Earl, right?
You must have run into a lot of new faces by now, huh? Yeah, everyone's been awfully kind, and the town's just honestly lovely. Isn't it? Sometimes it feels like we're a little out of the way from the rest of the world, but the sights of the valley really make up for it. Suddenly, the image of the green-haired stranger I bumped into on the forest trail resurfaces in my mind. I tilt my head curiously as I motion towards Amelia. Actually, does a green-haired man live here?
Huh?
Green-haired? Yeah, I sort of ran into him in the forest path on the way into town. He had long green hair and was, wearing some strange robes. I thought maybe he worked in town or something, but I haven't seen him again.
Sorry.
I've been living in this town my whole life, but I've never run into anyone that fits that description here.
Ran into one of the spirits, did you?
Fiona's voice captures my attention as she walks towards me with her cane. Spirits?
Our valley is home to much more than what you merely see on the surface. Inside of its forest, peaks, and waters lie many hidden secrets. It is said spirits of the earth, sky, and sea make their home here as well. You would do well to respect their domains.
For should you anger them, terrible calamities will befall this entire world, and the entire fabric of nature can be.
Oh, there you go again with the ghost stories, Fiona. Haven't I told you 1,000 times it ain't good for tourism?
And how many times have I told you they are not ghosts? Arr!
Just because the spirits have never chosen to grace a fool like you with their benevolence doesn't mean that they do not dwell amongst us.
Who you calling a fool, you old hag?
Who else, you uncultured toolhead?
Oh boy. Here we go again. Would you like some tea? We might be here a while.
Oh, I'd love some. Allow me to lend a hand. Escape out the back, both of us. As we exit the flower shop, I can't help but look out towards the expansive blue sky above us. Somehow, it doesn't even feel like it's the same sky I used to see in the city. The sound of Earl muttering to himself catches my attention as I see him looking around several buildings while fiddling with his mustache. Let's see here. Where should we stop by next? As I open my mouth to respond, I'm interrupted by the distant cheers of a small crowd. I look around to see various townspeople running towards a street corner nearby with wide grins on their faces. Come on, hurry, hurry, or we'll miss the show! The show? Oh, he's performing today, is he? Performing? Who is? Why tell you when I can show you? Come on, Rhiow, or we'll miss it. Oh, sure, we get 20 minutes of French McFrenchface, but like 2 minutes of cute pink hair girl. Yeah, that's because French McFrenchface is one of the love interests. Earl briskly turns the street corner and my eyes widen. A fair-sized crowd is gathered right in the middle of a small plaza, laughing and clapping in awe at someone in the middle of the space. What's going on over there? From here, it's hard to see anything with so many people gathered around.
Hey, over here!
I look over to see Earl point out to some nearby stairs that lead up to a balcony. He climbs a few, then motions me over before glancing at the crowd. A smile plasters on his face as he crosses his arms.
Take a look. You wouldn't want to miss this.
As I turn to see where the crowd gathers, I can't help but stare in awe as a slender, dark-skinned young man in colorful, exotic garb dances elegantly. You mean this one? This one, Hannah? Will this cleanse you of the French? Have we been cleansed? The young man shoots the crowd a smile as he continues his performance. Many of the crowd's faces, which appear to be mostly women, all cheer as he moves back and forth throughout the space. Suddenly, he pulls out red banners of decorated velvet seemingly out of nowhere as he throws them in the air and backflips before catching them. Oh, what a beautiful person. I don't think I've ever seen someone move so elegantly. Oh, he's got purple eyes. The crowd cheers as he shows off more and more of his impressive dance moves that mix with incredible acrobatics and magician-like tricks. Hey, Hey guys, who's read my novel, by the way? Who's read, my rough draft? Raise your paws. Raise your paws. Raise them. Raise them. Raise them. Raise them. Come on. Come on. I know there's some of you. Yeah, but you've at least met, like, most of the characters, or some of the characters, right? Yeah? Yeah? Hey, guess what? That looks like a Zari. Only with brown hair instead of dark purple. Enjoy! It's ad time, chat! You need to talk to each other. Have fun. I'm afraid of whatever Nova's cooking. Which, by the way, mods, can we get a shout out for Nova Dier, who streams Monday through Thursday starting at 9 a.m. CST. You can watch Nova for all of your creature catcher needs. He is currently playing Lumen Tail, which is a very adorable pixel creature catcher that just came out. It's like pixel 2D, 3D? like the 2.5D, so it's really cool. I also happen to be Nova's only mod, so it's legally my job to shout him out whenever I can. Good evening, Dad Socks. Welcome back to the hot exotic dancer man that is one of the love interests in this farming sim romance visual novel. I hope Maria's been enjoying. If she was still watching. Yep, the crowd cheers as he shows off more and more impressive dance moves mixed with incredible acrobatics and magician-like tricks. Oh, it's gonna blink for a second, chat. It'll be back in a moment here. Here we go. I find myself slowly peering over the rails in excitement as I gaze down. At one point, the performer motions the crowd to step back before slowly arching his body and breathing out rose-colored fire from his mouth. So he's a dragon? No, he can't be a dragon. Wow, I've never seen anything like this before. I have a new button in my Steam Deck? Ooh, uh-oh, Chad, he's got a new button. Ain't that right?
He's something else, ain't he?
Knows how to please a crowd, that's for darn certain. The crowd goes wild as the young performer dances and does more and more tricks, mixing different elements to create a riveting performance. After a while, the performer bows, now covered in a light layer of perspiration as the crowd roars and claps. As he looks up, sweat dripping from his hair, the townspeople begin to throw coins and flowers at his feet in appreciation for his colorful and avant-garde performance.
Shukran jazilan. Thank you, thank you.
I don't know if I like his voice. Oh no. I can't help but laugh in delight as Earl and I clap from our spot on the stairs too. Earl begins to whistle and I clap loudly next to him as I watch the performer accept more and more coins humbly. Hi, Moogle! Eventually, he pans up to where Earl and I stand and his gaze meets mine. Wow, he really is gorgeous. Our MC is so down bad for all of these love interests. What? I feel my heart skip a beat as the performer shoots me a small, mysterious smile before turning around to collect all the coins and flowers. MC is 100% horny on main. Earl and I eventually make our way down the stairs as the crowd begins to disperse. Suddenly, Earl turns to me with a smile as he motions towards a different direction.
Oh, I know. Let's stop by the inn next.
Old Duke'll would yap my ear off if I didn't properly introduce y'all. But what about the performer? We get to go back and meet the performer, don't we? We didn't even get a name. As Earl begins to walk forward down an opposite direction of the plaza, I follow him. But I can't help but find myself staring back in the direction of the performer, who is now surrounded by several young women from the town, eagerly showering him in compliments. The performer's eyes briefly meet mine again, and I can feel myself blush as I quickly face forward and run to catch up with Earl. Nope, we don't get to meet that one. That was the meeting, chat. As we walk in through the doors of a rustic yet large wooden inn, a middle-aged man wiping down a counter turns to face us with a smile.
Well, well. I was wondering when you'd show up, Mr. Mayor.
That would require more art. You're not wrong, Dad Socks. Mayor?
Aw, come on now, Duke.
How many times have I told you to stop calling me that? Unless you'd prefer it if I started calling you Doctor.
Well met.
Although in my case, it's different. I'm retired. I turn my head to look at Earl curiously as the previous comment catches my attention. Earl, wait. You're Peachleaf's the mayor?
Well...
Something like that, I guess. These crazy old folk voted me one a few decades ago, and I don't know what's worse. An old kook like me governing this little valley, or the nutcases who voted for it in the first place? He brought you here as a means of getting more kids into the town. It's a cult. No, he brought us here to marry us off to his grandson, who's the baker. The man behind the counter lets out a yardy laugh as he shakes his head. Then I suppose I'd be one of those honorary nutcases. Still sounds like a cult! The man suddenly turns toward me with a smile as he extends his hand out for a shake.
Name's Duke. Welcome to Peachleaf. I run this inn with the help of a few employees. Earl's gone ahead and given me the rundown already.
Thank you, sir. My name's Rhiow. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I hope Peachleaf turns out to be a change for the good for you, Rhiow.
The city life isn't for everyone, after all. I'd know that best.
Oh? Oh? You're from the city too, Duke?
He sure is. Although, that was ages ago now, right, Duke? You know, back when the dinosaurs roamed and stuff.
You're one to talk about when the dinosaurs roamed, Earl. Oh, be careful, sire. Hey, honey.
All right, you old codger. I'm not that old yet. You've got me beat by at least a good 30 years.
As Earl and Duke laugh amongst themselves, I can't help but chuckle at their lighthearted banter. Have you two known each other for a long time then?
Too long.
Way too long.
I've known this overgrown lughead for about 25 years now. Saw him go from a princely teenager to an overprotective father to a wrinkly old grouch.
Now then.
Where's little Melody? I'd like to introduce her to Rhiow. Up in her room, throwing a tantrum and calling me a tyrant because I made her do all her biology homework. Earl shoots his head back in laughter and then gives Duke a knowing look. Teenagers, eh?
God, I'm just grateful I didn't have twins.
Raising one teenage girl is enough stress to last a man a lifetime. You're telling me I raised 3. Wait, he has 3 kids? Suddenly, their conversation is interrupted at the sound of the front door opening. My eyes widen at the young Oh, he's back! He's back! Chat, he's back! Chat, he's back! My eyes widen at the young performer from before as silently walks into the room carrying a giant load of neatly wrapped flowers.
Ah, there you are, Nadim. I was hoping to run into you.
What a show that was. The young man named Nadim shoots Earl a kind smile as he walks over to us. I can feel myself instinctively freeze up as he stands next to me and lightly bows his head at Earl.
I thank you for taking the time to watch my performance, Earl. I hope it brought a smile to your face.
Maybe it could grow on me? It's hard to place. I don't know what he's trying to do with his voice. It sounds a little weird. Also, why does he have, like, purple highlighting in his hair? Like, where's the purple light coming from? Because that's not... the earring... You know who he reminds me of? Who here has played World of Warcraft? I just figured it out. Who here has played World of Warcraft? He reminds me of Rathian. Hold on, let me, the screen's gonna blank a minute. Hold on. Do they have young Rathian? No, they just have this. Some of the artwork of young Rathian reminds me of this. See if I can get a better picture of him. So kind of like this, chat. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Kind of like that. There's artwork of young Rathian with his hair short that looks more like the image in the visual novel. Yeah, I'm moved. Yeah, with his hair short, like up to here, like just above his ears, definitely I could see it. I'm gonna flash. There we go. I think he said this. Yeah, I don't need to read that.
If only I was 40 years younger, I'd be out there busting a move with you.
Earl, I don't think you would. I don't even think 40 years ago you were that flexible.
Like a whoo, wah, ha-choo, whoo. Ow!
Oh! Speaking of busting a hip, Earl? Earl? We all instinctively approach Earl as he places a hand on his back, but he quickly gives us a sheepish grin. Duke sighs before shaking his head as Nadim tries to stifle a genuine laugh. Thank you, Earl. I appreciate your words. They bring me joy. Not as much joy as not as much joy as you bring everyone in town with your performances, so thank you, Nadim.
The honor and pleasure is all sincerely mine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be going.
I must quickly find a vase and water for these beautiful flowers, lest they wilt before their time. Just before Nadim has a chance to escape, Earl quickly motions to me. Oh, before you go, Nadim, this is Rhiow. She'll be living in our little valley starting today. I'm taking her around to introduce her to our little town. Oh, I see. Please pardon my rudeness. I thought of you as merely a passing traveler, not as a new neighbor. Just as I'm about to open my mouth, Nadim shoots me a smile and bows his head at me.
My name is Nadim. I am not originally from Peachleaf, but nonetheless, it is where my travels have taken me.
I hope this valley will become a place you will cherish as your own travels, as it has for me. His voice is fine. It feels like he's trying to do something with it, and I can't quite tell what he's trying to do. Thank you. My name is Rhiow. It's nice to meet you, Nadim. I, saw your performance earlier with Earl. It was wonderful. You're so beautiful. You just outright say that? Cool. Nadim seems to blink unexpectedly at my blunt compliment, and I find myself going cherry-faced at my unexpected confession. I meant the performance. The performance was beautiful. That is not to say you aren't beautiful too, Nadim's lips curve into an amused grin as he lets out another laugh. He smiles at me and bows his head again.
I am appreciative of your words. You are far too kind.
I hope you'll come watch me perform again sometime.
Well then, I shall get going. I wish you all a wonderful evening.
I can't help but feel my face heat up as Nadim walks up the stairs of the inn. I bite my lip as I watch him leave before turning to face the ground. Yeah, there's weird little quirks in it. Like he's trying to put on like an accent or something and not quite following through. You idiot. You just outright called him beautiful. I'm so embarrassed.
Evening? Oh, by Bessie's sake, he's right!
Just look at how late it's already gotten. As Earl points outside a window, I can spot the golden hues of a sunset beginning to creep onto the sky. Yeah, a little bit like that, Sevi. I think someone pissed off Poseidon. Do you have anyone named Odysseus near you? Are you perhaps near a town or location named Ithaca? A nearby clock chimes, signaling the start of a new hour as Duke straightens up before wiping his hands. Astral Alchemist, Aquaman.
And there's the clock.
I'm already in the water, chat. I hate to leave you folks, but I need to get ready to open the bar. And I need to take Rhiow home in time for dinner and need to have my head. There is an Ithaca in New York, yes. Quack, you're in New York? What? Quack, I thought you were in Georgia. Well then, Duke, I'll come back another time to see Melody. It was nice meeting you, Duke. Thank you again.
Pleasure's all mine. And once again, welcome to the valley.
I'm pretty sure there is. That's why I was asking if there was an Ithaca near Sai, because I know there are more than one Ithaca in the States. Yeah. Just like there's more than one, Washington and more than one York. Can we also marry Duke? Can I be a stepmom? No. Duke has a wife, it sounds like. As I finally finish unpacking the last of my belongings, I can't help but stare out at my newly organized room. Finally done unpacking. As I sit on the bed and touch the soft blanket under me, I can't help but smile, recalling the day's events and the many faces I met. There were definitely a few interesting personalities today. Oh! Hi, Winter! How was Wuthering Waves? Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Rhiow. I am a purple gremlin cat girl fake goddess who rules over the realm of the wilds. We are doing a cozy visual novel based on farming sims. So welcome to Peachleaf Valley. If you like Stardew, you might like this. If you like Stardew romancing people specifically, you might like this. The waves withered. There's a pretty lady who isn't home yet, but I will make it happen. You get it. Do I spot an Otome game? Handsome men, you do. You do. Hey, Winter, if you gotta do anything post-stream, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? I appreciate the raid, though. The travelers are well rested and ready to steal your crops. Don't steal my crops! I haven't even started a farm yet. Thank you, Winter. But, wow, everyone here is really so warm and kind. It's incredible to think just how different my life and surroundings were barely 3 nights ago. As I gaze out towards the shining moon outside, I can't help but feel my smile begin to fade. Even with an overall pleasant day, the nervousness of being in a brand new environment so far away from the place I've called home my entire life is still very much around. Despite my best efforts to keep my mind busy, I shortly came to realize that every moment I'm alone, I'm flooded with doubts and questions I don't know how to answer. Did I make the right choice? Was coming here the best decision? Do I even truly belong here? MC looks very sad. Look at that pout. Suddenly, a small knock on my door interrupts my thoughts, and I hear Earl's muffled voice call out from the other side. Rhiow, can I come in? Yes, go ahead. A few moments later, Earl peeks his head in before shooting me a friendly smile. He walks inside and closes the door behind him. Turning around, his gaze lands on my now empty suitcases.
All settled in?
I was gonna come by and ask if you needed help with anything. Yep, I'm all unpacked. Thank you again, Earl. For everything. Earl peers into my face for a few seconds as I try to flash him my best smile, attempting to hide my previous anxiousness. After a few moments, he chuckles before taking a seat next to me on the bed. Still got the jitters, huh, kiddo? No, I'm fine, really. Everyone's been absolutely wonderful. You've all done so much for me, I don't have any right to complain. I'm just a little tired, and
You don't know if you belong here.
I raise my head in surprise as Earl merely smiles warmly back at me. Hold on. Hey, quit being butts to each other. You too. Hey! Finn, stop it. Get down. The sisters were fighting. George the mailman from VeggieTales? Praise for a storm! Storm! Oh, Sai's going through it. I can feel my throat tighten as I tear my gaze to the floor. How did you... Earl chuckles at the remark.
You see all these wrinkles and white hairs on this balding head? They ain't there just for fun, you know. From living and learning and growing.
Earl takes a deep breath as he looks around the room nostalgically before his eyes land on the moon. The face you have on right now is the same face each of my daughters had when they told me they wanted to move away from the valley. The same face they had when they told me, Papa, I'm scared. And they didn't know if leaving home, leaving all they ever knew behind in this little valley, was going to be good for them.
And you want to know what I told them? Home is right here.
I can't help but smile as Earl lightly taps on his heart. His eyes grow warm at the sight of my smile, and he places a reassuring hand on my shoulder.
It doesn't matter where you end up in life, kiddo.
You can be in a giant city or in a tiny village in the middle of nowhere, but as long as you wake up each day and look forward to the world around you,
then you've found your home. Peachleaf may not be your last stop, but maybe it can help you find out what it really means to belong somewhere.
Oh no, they're gonna do the found family trope. Nova, it's found family trope. No! I feel tears prickle in my eyes again as I nod happily. I can't help but laugh, quickly wiping away the tears as a hand ruffles my hair. Thank you, Earl.
Be patient with yourself. My ma always used to say that we're all like little saplings, growing and sprouting at our own paces and in our own directions. But don't hold yourself back from blooming just because you're not sure where your petals might fall.
I smile as I turn to look at the flower Earl gave me a few days ago, now adorning a small vase in the corner of my room, blooming beautifully in place. You're right. I may not know what the future holds, and there's a lot of questions I've yet to answer about who I am, who I want to be, and what my place in this world. But there's no way I can start off on the right foot without at least trying to put my best foot forward, right?
Now that's what I like to hear. And you have all of us here at the Valley to support you.
Which also leads me to my next question for you. I notice Earl turns around before digging in his pockets and pulling out a few help wanted flyers and laying them on my lap. Now that you're moved in, you gotta decide where you'd like to start working. Luckily, you came at the right time, so you got options. I can definitely put a good word in for you, so go ahead and choose where you'd like your official new life in Peachleaf to begin. Where should I start working? Hey, chat! We have to pick! 1, 2, 3, or 4, chat! Kato Kitsun, welcome in. How was Little Witch in the Woods? Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. If you don't know me, my name is Rhiow. I am a purple gum and cat girl fake goddess who rules over the realm known as the Wilds, and we are currently playing the demo for Peachleaf Valley, a upcoming Otome visual novel based on life sims such as Stardew Valley. You love Little Witch? Oh, I'm glad. I had fun with that. What are you guys voting? Are most of you voting for 1? Anything but 4? Most of you want to go work in the bakery with Jude, huh? Alright, we got 1 vote for Loki wants 4. No, we're not going to go vote. We're not going to go work at the estate with Skylar. Because we want you to make us cookies? That's fair. I can see that. 2? You want to be on the farm with Hunter? You want MC to be constantly like going like muscles. Redhead? Oh, I see. But Skylar's a redhead too. Kodo, if you gotta do anything post-stream, feel free to leave a lurk or just chill and vibe if you want, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I know how streaming goes. I miss the pink-haired lady. Alright, chat. We're gonna go with the bakery with Jude for this one. Because we liked Jude's voice.
Me? Why are you choosing me?
Oh, that's...
Fine, I guess.
It was my cozy Sunday stream, so I'll probably like, oh no, that was the end of the demo! Oh no! Can we go back? Can we make another choice? I want to see what the other choices were. What does this button do? No? Okay. Return. Supporting us on Kickstarter and sharing it with your friends and family. There's a lot more fun to be had and many more adventures waiting just around the corner. Follow us on our social media for the latest updates, giveaways, goodies, and more Peachleaf fun. Yeah, that was a decently long demo, because I mean, that was like 2.5 hours? That was pretty, oh. Hey guys. The wind howls atop a cold mountain peak. From this desolate place, the only seems to shelter the clouds and remnants of an era long lost to time. A lone figure watches over all below him. His scarlet-colored hair is stark against the colorless sky, and another breeze seems to pass him by, almost as if whispering into his ear. Another pair of footsteps suddenly echo out from behind him, followed by a commanding voice.
Have you sensed it? A shift in the earth has occurred.
The lone figure only lets out a low chuckle as he brings his hand forward as if to grab something in the front of him from thin air before turning around.
How foolish of you to even ask. Why, it's almost as if you forget who I am. For the winds, they whisper everything to me.
In his hand now dances a small clover as its tiny leaves twist and bend in the wind. The figure lets out another chuckle as he brings his eyes to face the dark-haired man in front of him.
Although, the shift is not the only piece of news they have brought with them. Why, it seems we have a new arrival in the valley. See for yourself.
With a lift of his fingers, the winds dance at his command. In an instant, a sculpture made of clouds, now resembling a young woman's face, floats between them. The other man scowls as he eyes the clouded sculpture with disdain.
It's just another human. What importance could she possibly bear to our conversation?
A low laugh emerges from the figure as with another lifts of his fingers, the cloud sculpture of the young woman floats back to where he is. With a smirk, the figure glides his finger over the sculpture's cheek.
You've always been so awfully impatient, haven't you, dearest brother? Because I'd ponder to think that the shift and her arrival, well, perhaps the two may not yet be so unrelated.
Impossible. A mere human can play no part in the affairs of spirits.
Perhaps not. And yet, take a closer look.
As the figure moves his finger in the air, the sculpture floats in the opposite direction. The dark-haired man narrows his eyes when suddenly he catches sight of a faint, gleaming green light emanating off the woman's forehead.
Eden! That bastard! When did he...
Interesting, isn't it? With barely a foot into our domains, and the land has already bestowed its protection over her. It sends quite the message, don't you think?
I see no being worth protecting. Only the naive acts of a fool that does not know his place.
A low, rumbling laugh escapes the lips of the scarlet-haired figure, which seems to shake the entire mountain itself. A howl of wind seems to cry out in the distance as with a snap of his fingers. The sculpture of the young woman's face disintegrates into the air, and left in its place is only a small, glowing clover. Both figures turn their gaze on the horizon as they look out over the vast expanse below them.
Worry not, for the winds. They will reveal all in due time. Until then, come, let us watch how the rest of this story shall unfold itself.
Meanwhile, a figure turns his gaze towards the horizon.
The earth, she trembles, just as she did all those years ago. What could this mean? A simple coincidence, or a sign of something yet to come?
Xavier coded bitch! Not an elf. I know he's not an elf. You have reached the end of the public demo for Peachleaf Valley. For future updates and news on the extended demo, follow us on social media. Thanks for playing the demo. Chat, did we like? Did we have fun? Did we enjoy Peachleaf Valley Seeds of Love? I think it's good. I know Raptor really much loved it too. Because I showed the link to Raptor and Raptor was like, I already played it. Once we got past the trauma, you know, fair. That is fair. There was quite a bit of trauma that happened there. Other than Skylar, that too. Other than Skylar, for sure. But chat, I do believe that it's a little bit before when we would usually stop, but that does seem like a good place to stop for the end of the night because it is Sunday and I do have to work tomorrow and I'm also in pain. So let me see who is a good target to send you to tonight. Me thinking that Raptor was live tonight because I don't know Raptor's schedule off the top of my head. Man, so many people are building Legos tonight. What the hell? Alright, you know what? You guys can go build Legos. Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad Socks. Alright, I will be live again next Friday with Raptor and Crystal and maybe a special guest. We're gonna go say hi to Farah and give Farah all of our love. Farah is currently building Legos, so have a good time with Farah Loon, and I'll see you Friday. If you're not already in my Discord, type !Discord to get a link to hop on in. We do have a short little app that you have to fill out. And that'll keep you appraised of when I next go live in case for whatever reason I have to cancel because I am a chronic migraine girly and sometimes they get in the way of streaming. So have a good night, everybody. I love you all. I'll talk to you again throughout the week on Discord, on socials, and I will see you again next Friday. Thank you all for coming out. Goodbye.